Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for Working Title Sports Show. It's me, D, and Mo. How's it going, gentlemen?
What it do? What it do, baby?
I'm finally glad somebody on this bitch. I really am. Like I can admit this. No, for real, Mo, I can actually admit this to you. The first week one, I was like, you know what? It's just me and Chris. Fuck it. Let's get this on. Let's get it over with. So the following show, Chris was like, are we going to get anybody? I was like, get Denzel, because Denzel, I knew for a fact, was free. I didn't see no message from you all that day, Mo. So I was like, get Denzel. Denzel didn't pick up. He was like, fuck it. Move on. And I knew DK was out of town. So I was like, fuck it, move on. Last week was the vicious one. Because last week, you're like, all right, you ready, Chris? Like, Chris, like, you ain't getting nobody? Fuck off.
Wow, fuck you too, then.
Look, I told you.
The fuck?
But anyways,
what's wrong with you?
The reason why, there was a reason behind that. It was like 10:30 when we started. And I was like, fuck him.
You was probably coming off work, weren't you?
Yes, I was. That's
why I don't blame you, because, fuck everybody. I'm tired. Let's get this shit over with.
So
I don't blame you.
I'm going to start this show off like this because I figured since people won't care by the end of it, might as well get off top. So the Washington Mystics are facing the Connecticut Sun in the WNBA Finals.
Wow,
and I'm excited.
Shit.
No, I'm not shit. No, it's the truth because, like, I feel like I'm one of, like, 5 dudes that give a shit about the WNBA Finals.
WNBA, got you.
It sucks, though. That actually sucks because, you know, there was a good question that was asked by somebody on the radio. It was like, hey, it was on the Sports Junkies. I said this last week. It's like, hey, if the Mystics win the championship, are they going to get a parade? And all those guys got silent, like, maybe. I was like, y'all ain't shit.
I mean, if you're going to be real, if the Wizards ain't winning it, you might as well give it to the fucking Mystics. Fuck it.
You might as well give it to the
Might as well, like.
But let's just be honest with you. That's just going down. That's just going down K Street a couple blocks and turning back around to the stadium.
So, with the length of the K Street Festival.
I mean, if you didn't go to the Capitals last year for reasons, you might as well make this one.
I know, because the Capitals one, I didn't get to go. I was at
work. I had work and stuff, but I did get a T-shirt from it, so I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
Oh
yeah, so go to the Mystics one. At least you're gonna be there.
So they gonna put that shit on like a Saturday instead of a weekday and shit. And it's like, all right, cool.
It's gonna be it's gonna be on a Tuesday morning, right in front of the Capital One Arena. It's gonna be a podium. They're gonna block off like 2 streets, and that's it. I don't see this thing being a big festival, and see, that's actually the sad part about it, because it's the WNBA, and
it is kind of sad.
I mean, it'll be a big deal for the area. If you're gonna be real, it'll be a big deal for this area at the very least.
I don't know, and I say I don't know only for a couple of reasons. Outside of people getting free tickets, I don't know a lot of people who are like super fans of the Mystics.
No, but you're gonna have a lot of people who were quote unquote fake fans. I'm putting that in air quotes. That are gonna jump in like, oh shit, a Washington got a championship, because that's what we do.
Yeah. That is kind of bull crap that I did say that, because there are actually legit fans of the Mystics.
I actually know a couple of them. So they have a nice fan base, though.
They do have a sweet little fan base, man. I remember when, especially when Shamik Holzcloth was here, it was a lot of people going to the games, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I know there's not that much changed, and yes, the gay community does play a part in it too, and it did, especially in the beginning when the Mystics first started. It really had a huge part of the team, and I'm pretty sure it's still there.
No,
I wish the best for the girls. I really do, man, because the girls are fucking vicious, man. These girls don't be playing with nobody. I already said last week, they be blowing these chicks out by like 40 and 30 points sometimes, man.
Yeah. Now, D, you know I'm an Orioles fan, but I have to say this as even though I don't hate the Nationals or anything, but I'm with you. I felt that there was a bit of poetic justice to the Nationals knocking the fucking Phillies out of playoff contention.
You don't understand how much, nigga. You don't understand how much I love it.
Y'all are so petty because Bryce fucking Harper. Get out of here.
Now, I don't blame him for the money aspect, but it's poetic justice, dog. It had to happen.
Yeah. don't get it wrong. I think Bryce Harper made the right move. In the end of the day, because I was confused by it, because I'm like, why go to Phillies? But you know what? If they paying you the most and they paying you what you worth, let me make that very clear, because the Nationals weren't going to pay him that much.
No, they weren't. Because honestly, I don't think
weren't.
he's worth as much as he was asking for. Because
he really wasn't.
He's not consistent. But I mean, he does have the hits. Like, I mean, when he's on, and it's fun to watch. He puts fans in seats, and I think if that's what you're bargaining with, then yes, you can maybe think about giving him that money. I would give that money to Mike Trout twice over.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would too. And here's the funny thing: it's just, to me, I hate to be stereotypical with it. Why not go to the Yankees?
Honestly, that's
too easy.
Because no, let me tell you what it is. What would have been great if he went to the Yankees? He would be able to be buried under other good players. Aaron Judge would not overshadow him, but would, like, whenever he's struggling, it won't be as bad because the Yankees also have good enough players where it's like, oh, you're just a Yankee, and then when you're on, you're good.
That makes it Baltimore Oriole problems, and I don't need that shit. So
exactly, but the thing is, it wouldn't fall solely on him if it get bounced out playoff contention. Like now, when you guys bounced them out, it's like, oh, what can Bryce Harper do? It falls on him.
Because the same thing happened when the Nationals missed it a couple years ago. Well, he had a slump. I'm like, he had a slump. The
whole team.
The bullpen caved in on itself. What do you want to do? Like this year, the reason why I thought that the Nationals, I just had this feeling like we weren't going to make the playoffs, is because our bullpen is shot to shit. It's just Strasburg, and if Scherzer is on point that day, and I say if, because he's been super shaky. Everybody else in the bullpen are either just above average or, look, dog, they got me from AAA last night, man. I'm trying, man. Like what really saved the Nationals was their bats. All of them dudes, Soto, Doolittle, all of them, they've been rocking. And Juan Soto, holy shit, man, that dude's gonna be vicious, man. If the Nationals fuck around and be good for a couple more, he'd be good for a couple more years with the Nationals. He's going to be another example like Bryce Harper that's probably going to get the fuck out of DC and try to get some money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm already putting that out there too. DC don't play their players. they kind of don't. It's like, hey, we're keeping it all for Zimmerman, nobody else. Here's Zimmerman. Like, I'm not getting paid that much, nigga.
What are you talking about?
But I think, but yeah, it's great to see that, man. But look, now let me just say this about your team, Chris. A couple people went to the games. We're done.
D, let's be real about this and stuff. We get it, the funny thing, the sick thing about the Orioles the sick thing about the Orioles is that they still have a fan base that will go to the games, but clearly it's not on the level of the Nationals where it's like a full house kind of thing, but there's still a good amount of people in the stadium kind of thing. It ain't empty. It ain't empty, but there's a lot of people in it still.
It's already bad enough. It was virtually empty. I forgot what game that was. I was just passing it on TV. But it's already bad enough attendance, like, fucking cratered in the last 2 years in baseball, and the Orioles sucking ass didn't make it any better, because it looks like, because I saw, actually, it was the Cincinnati Reds were playing the other day, and I saw the people in the stands, and it looks like a Bengals game. Nobody's going to the game like that, and I'm just thinking to myself, it must suck to be Kansas City, like a Kansas City, even Cleveland be struggling with it, and Cleveland's Cleveland. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's struggling with attendance, and I look at this fucking Orioles game, dude. Seriously, it's like a bunch of people on you know when it goes toward the outfield, and you see those people right by the gate over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 14 people up there and like one nigga all the way in the front and nobody else. Number green.
I got a feeling that it's just a situation where I think the Orioles are getting by attendance wise on prestige because it's the Baltimore Orioles and Cal Ripken and all that shit. But that's about it.
That done, man.
I think it's a baseball problem though. It's a baseball
problem. Yeah.
Every team Well, except you're in New York, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think Baltimore
Yeah.
is like, even though they're not like a Yankees market team, they're still a name, and they're not.
Put it this way, they're lucky they're in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, because they're not Cleveland or
thing,
everybody else, you know.
That's what I'm saying. If this was a small market team like in Pittsburgh, they'd be gone. They'd be done. Nobody would go to the game.
Yeah.
At all. And granted, and I'm not saying that they're in a bad situation like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a much better team than them, but still, nobody goes to the Pittsburgh games like that. Yeah. It's like it just stinks. It's like you said, it's a whole baseball problem right now, man. Yeah. And unless you're a national, and yes, the Nationals up there. You're the Nationals, the Red Sox, both teams in Chicago. Even though nobody's going to White Sox games like that, like Milwaukee's a good team, and they barely can get people in the stadium.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So what does that tell you? Yeah. What does that tell you?
Maybe we need to go back to fucking PEDs, bro. Like.
I don't know. It's funny that
it's funny that I'm saying that. But remember when it was the PEDs was happening and niggas was knocking shit out.
I know, right? It was a fever pitch of like, oh my god, how many home runs does he have?
Son. But that's the thing. People were going to those games.
You know what's going to happen, right?
We're going to go back to PEDs.
No. What's going to happen is it's going to be like the fucking cartoons. We're going to have Mutant League where motherfuckers are like injecting themselves with like chemicals and shit. And it's like, man, he got a fucking giant forearm.
Okay, let me just be real. This is the only time I will ever make fun of him in that one because for whatever reason, D thinks he's innocent. So we're just gonna have a bunch of Barry Bonds looking niggas.
Exactly.
and it's so funny.
And Jose Canseco's too.
Nobody said anything when Barry Bonds started playing baseball. He looked like a twig.
He did.
And all of a sudden, this man is 2-something.
Like he's ready to fuck you up for free.
You know what? A part of me does understand why people got mad at that because
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not. Personally, I'm not. But you got think of it this way. Barry Bonds, even if he never took one drug, was going to go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
Barry Bonds, to this day, to me, I have never seen an outfielder be that proficient at bat. I mean, he was an amazing hitter, knew how to play the game, loved everything about him. Then this motherfucker had the nerve to use drugs, get bigger so he can hit harder. I'm just going to be real. I get it. You gave Freddy Krueger a chainsaw. Why did you give him one? He didn't need it. You know what I mean? I get that. But at the same time...
But think about it. At that time, if you look at it, right, some of the top players... not Jose. What's the dude that from the Cubs that kind of is light-skinned now? Fuck, I don't remember his name.
Kind of light-skinned, my dude. He is white as fuck. Pink. Sammy Sosa is white.
Sammy fucking Sosa... Sir? You know, you had Bamas, you had Sammy Sosa knocking the ball out the park. If I was Barry Bonds, I would have done the exact same thing.
Man, I'm sorry, but kind of light skinned. I'm like, that nigga white. Bad, what are you talking about,
He's
dog?
White as fuck. He is white as fuck.
The dude that always got by, even though he did get some flack off him, but to me was who's he? It was Ken Caminiti. Ken Caminiti clearly did it, and he clearly got better after he did it. And it was only just like a little bit of people was like, oh, this is not right. This is not right. Everybody in baseball. I think it's because Barry Bonds was a black guy at the time. It's like, all right, let's blame it on him. Because they act like he killed like children.
Meanwhile, fucking Mark McGwire, nobody say shit.
What about that baseball player that was a drug addict?
Darryl Strawberry?
Almost.
Which one?
No, not Darryl. He's white. He was white. He had 2 chances in the game, bro. That make no fucking sense.
I was gonna say Jose Canseco, but nah, that ain't him.
Nah, it was recent.
I know what you're talking about. Oh God,
he did it. He did it, and then he came to the Rangers, and then the Rangers gave him a chance.
God, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name, but I kind of liked his story. But for him, they gave him like this whole redemption story. For Barry Bonds, it was like, oh my God, you're the worst baseball player ever. Y'all remember Ryan Braun? He had a monster year 1 year, and then they found out he was on PEDs, and it's been quiet ever since. It's like
Josh Hamilton.
Yes, fucking Josh Hamilton.
The one that found God after doing all that.
They always find God, bro. Like, fuck out of here.
Look, dude, that right there pissed me off. That pissed me off because Robinson Cano ate sugar a little bit too much one day, and PED, and they was ready to crucify this dude. Like, get your ass back down to the DR, nigga. And you know, because he's from the DR. I'm sorry, I did not know what they put in the bus Griffin. Oh, I'm gonna put it out there, and I say this with true love. David Ortiz did it, and he got away with it. I know he did.
Oh yeah, he had to.
I know David Ortiz.
He had to.
David Ortiz, and probably my second favorite baseball player of all time, Manny Ramirez.
Oh yeah, Manny looked high all the time, bro.
Manny. It's not even. See, here's the thing. It wasn't like he got really buff, but he did get bigger because if you seen him when he played for Cleveland, then when he played for the White Red Sox.
Yeah,
There was a difference, and it was more than just the dreadlocks, nigga. He took something. But see, that's the thing about all sports. Everybody's going to take something, even if it's going to give you a little bit of edge. You're going to take something. Something that's going to make you a little bit faster. Something that's going to make you cut weight a little bit. You're going to take it, and it just sucks that baseball wants to be lame.
No, like, you're right. It's not even a joke. Baseball really wants to be lame because if they weren't, they let these players take this shit. Because honestly, for one, you get butts and seats, and everybody's on the same playing field. If a pitcher takes it, he throws a little harder. I mean, but this is why I'm on the side of PEDs for baseball, right? It doesn't give you that much of an advantage because if your hand-eye coordination wasn't there to begin with, you're no better than you were before you started taking it. If you hit 15 home runs a year because you can't hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, then guess what? You're not going to hit 60 home runs because you're on PEDs. Because again, it doesn't change your hand-eye coordination. Yep. All it does is give you the strength.
I was telling that to somebody. You're not going to just take the PED and 3 days later you're going to have Ichiro Suzuki year where you're just hitting everything that comes across the plate.
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Nope.
Even if you took PEDs in basketball, yeah, sure, you're going to jump a little bit higher, but guess what? Your dribbling is still trash.
Right. Your shooting's still garbage.
Yeah, if you're taking football.
Imagine if Carlos Boozer was taking PEDs. He's not going to be hitting threes. He's not going to be hitting fucking threes.
He's not going to be. He's going to rip the shit out of that basketball rim.
I don't know. Carlos Boozer is a product of Duke, and they shoot threes for lunch. So
not Carlos.
He's not making threes. He's not making Steph Curry 50-footers.
Oh no, I'm not saying that consistently, but Carlos Boozer will get fucking gutsy one day and just be like, "Fuck it," and chuck the shit up there.
I feel like every big man has made a three in a game. Except
for Shaq.
Exactly.
I think Shaq did make it one time, but it was like a foul, and he drained it, and everybody was like, "Oh!"
And it didn't count. He was probably mad as shit. Went up and missed the free throws. You were saying
because of Shaq, he made the three, and they were like, "Oh man, Shaq, you made it." Shaq was like this. My foot was on the line. Nobody saw it.
Right, because he's fucking Shaq. Or like you were saying in football, I feel like the only advantage in football
that's a gray area to me.
Yes. Because there's going to be force. You're hitting people. So if you take PEDs,
especially if you're a defensive lineman.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, son.
Oh yeah.
A quarter as a QB, your arm strength. But again, your accuracy it's not affected.
Which means that it ain't going to help Mitch Trubisky.
But think about it. At this point, all you need your receiver to do is run down the field, because all you're going to do is throw it down the field every fucking drive.
Yeah.
If you're a quarterback doing PEDs. So in my opinion, right, PEDs did not really hurt baseball. Yes, the integrity of the sport, but fuck out of here, man. Yeah. This was a sport that didn't let fucking black people play. I mean, again, the integrity of the sport is shot to me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's shot the shit, man.
Yeah, like, it's not America's game anymore. It's not America's pastime, because football has taken over the fucking country.
Yeah.
You need something to make baseball exciting again. And honestly, to put butts in seats, man, let these niggas do PEDs. Let me go watch a game and see if I can catch a fucking home run.
See, Mo about to get into the drug game and be chilling at like a national stadium game and fucking be passing out drugs and shit.
Especially the old Dominican players that don't know how to speak English. Hey, man, you want to hit better? Yeah, I want to hit the ball harder. Yeah, come on, man. I got you, dog. Shoot this right.
Put your pants down real quick. Let's shoot that.
Shoot this directly
but think about it. In the PD era, right? How many stadiums could you say were filled up? Most, damn near all of them. Even the little market teams. You know why?
Dude, Barry Bonds rolling to Baltimore, motherfuckers will pack them seats up in a heartbeat.
You want to sit across from the fucking. You want to sit close. You want to sit somewhere close to the. If Barry Bonds was he was a left-handed hitter.
I believe so.
I think he was right-handed.
Right, okay, yeah, but you want to sit on the left side because if that ball, if he cracks one, it's coming to you. So everybody, it made shit exciting. The left side was always full. The right side was full. The only parts that weren't full was behind the fucking catcher's mound because what the fuck? I'm gonna catch a foul ball. Nobody was hitting foul balls, bro.
Well, that being said, see that's the thing.
Even the stadiums that had the fucking water will have people in boats. Now you don't have that shit in little canoes and boats.
Nobody ain't cracking that thing that hard.
Yeah.
Nobody doing that. Like, see, that's the thing.
Make baseball fun again.
It is. See, doing it now, PEDs and track, okay. I kind of get this.
Nah, bro.
Because I think it was that one girl. I think she was
Marion Jones. Marion Jones.
No.
Marion Jones was caught with drugs every fucking time she ran. I'm like, damn, dude, how shitty of a fucking drug user are you? God damn.
The worst.
Canada. It was a dude from Canada who kept
Carl Lewis?
No, Canada. Nah, Carl Lewis didn't take that. Carl Lewis was a fast nigga from Chicago.
That looked like he took drugs even though he didn't.
Looked like it. Look, but who was it? But one of the girls who played around Racing for America, or was it ESPN? I mean, not ESPN. I mean, was it England? Whatever. One of them places. One of the countries. She lost to 3 of these Russian runners. It was I think it was like 400-meter race or whatever it was, but she just said it straight up. It was like racing on robots because these girls are tired. They just kept going and going and going and going. And yes, you already an elite athlete, and then you take drugs to ensure the fact you won't get tired. It's insane, man. I get it in racing. Meanwhile,
Tinda Sharapova took drugs and still took the L to Venus. Serena Williams.
How many L's did she take, bro? She sucks.
How you take drugs and still lose?
How you take that many drugs and still lose every fucking year? Like, it's wild.
Look, the only reason why I feel bad for Sharapova is this, and I said it like how many episodes ago that was, Chris?
About 3-4 episodes.
I said it before and I said it again. The only reason I feel bad for Sharapova, 20-year-old D had a crush on her. So I said,
I had a crush on her too, but she still sucked. Like, it was sad. It was. I think I also had a crush on Anna Kournikova, but then she ended up becoming. She quit because she sucked so bad. She quit and then she became a model. I don't blame her.
What happened to Anna Kournikova was when she got bodied by fucking Venus that one time. She's like,
oh, bro, it was so bad.
Are playing. Yeah, the Negroes are playing, so I can't do this. I can't do this.
It was so bad. It was so fucking bad.
Like I said,
but at least, I do respect her for not. I respect her for not, resolving to drugs. Oh, by the way, kids, drugs are bad. Don't do drugs.
Speaking of drugs, I need to know. Speaking of drugs, if we're moving to college football, I need to know: did the defensive coaches for UCLA and Washington State just snort coke and not coach? How the fuck was that final score 67-63 like it's a basketball score? I'm like,
nobody played defense because I think I was watching the game. I forget what I was watching the game at, but nobody played. No, if you watch the game, not one.
I caught it in the mid-third quarter. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
I watched the entire game. Not anybody played fucking defense, bro. Nobody played defense.
Nobody.
And I'm watching the game. And because I was at a bar, and then I ended up staying later, so they showed the replay. The game replay was showed because for some reason ESPN thought that was the best game of the night, and so they replayed the game twice. And I'm like, and I watched the game. And I'm like,
Washington State's quarterback threw Washington State's quarterback threw for 570 yards. What the fuck?
One team,
9 TDs.
Washington State had like 700 total yards.
What the fuck? Like, what?
What the fuck? This is like some high school no defense, everybody go all.
Dude, this is like
mad.
easy mode in the NCAA football
exactly,
game.
bro. Like but it was fun to watch because it was like you score, I score, who gonna win the game? And then it came down to the wire, and the way they won was just dramatic.
It's like Washington State forgot, hey, Washington State, you're ranked. Are you going to literally let UCLA win? I guess you did.
Right.
Dummies.
And whole time Minshew was there, and they disappointed him. So, yeah, they sucked.
But I was happy to see UCF take that L to Pittsburgh, though. I was happy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Poetic justice. Oh, you don't understand, bro. I was so happy when that happened because you know me. I've been on this campaign for the last 3 years that UCF is not that effing good.
UCF been feeling themselves ever since that one season when they basically were undefeated and they was like, man, we got robbed. We should have been in the Rose Bowl. I'm like, no, you don't.
Oh man, we need to play Alabama. We need to play Alabama. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Didn't Auburn whip their ass in the playoffs?
I think that's who it was. But these motherfuckers had the goddamn nerve to act like they can. Now here's the thing, and I told it to Chris like early in the season. Who they beat out? Who was that? That FAMU?
Yeah.
Or was that? Who was that? Yeah. I was like, they beat them by like 70-0, and I just said it straight up. They bullies. They are straight bullies, you know. And that's not. Here's the funny thing. They're in football. If I call you a bully, that should be a compliment. Not in this case. Oh God! I'm like,
this was poetic justice. I'm like, y'all let Pittsburgh run down the field and score that touchdown to win the game. I'm like, you deserve that shit. You deserved every bit of that fucking touchdown down your throats.
I'm like, y'all offense ain't that good. All that shit, bro. I'm like, nobody ain't studying her, man. I hate that shit. I really do. I'm glad they lost.
But I did watch Utah USC. That was actually a pretty good game.
Yeah, the game of the week though. The game of the week for me was Houston Tulane. Yeah, and I know Tulane. Yes, I know.
I haven't heard Tulane in a long time. God damn.
I know, right? This is a fun game because they were playing it at Tulane. Tulane and who was it? Houston scored like 20. It was like 28-7, like in the first half.
Yeah.
And you're thinking like, okay, game over. I don't know what happened to Tulane's defense, but these motherfuckers got a pick and they just kept going. Houston scored probably like 2 more times, and like when it got to the last, play of the game, these motherfuckers ran it in touchdown, and everybody in New Orleans is like, "Yay, our college won!" And people in New Orleans like, "We got a college?" So, but still, if you have, I mean this for everybody. If you have a chance, look at any of the replays. Look at Tulane versus Houston. Very good game. Very good game. I love it. I love those games. It's like much like the Washington State game. It is kind of fun to see nobody play defense.
It's very fun because again it reminds you of like maybe high school or like fun. Because again NFL games can get boring, you know, when you're watching like 2 really good balanced teams, but you're watching just niggas go all out. Throwing 50, 60 yards down the field, a receiver's wide open for no goddamn reason. And you're like, oh my God. But then you're excited because, again, you're looking at the scores like, who's going to win this game? Like, at one point, I thought Washington State had it. But then next thing you know, UCLA comes in, a minute and a half left, drive down the field, score, leave like 40-some seconds, you know, leave 30 some odd seconds. And they couldn't do anything with it. And that was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. I'm not going to lie. Because I watched it twice.
So this is about our time where we hit the the black schools and guess what, D? Guess what, D? Guess what happened this weekend, D?
I don't know. Did something wonderful happen to the University of Howard University?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They won a conference game. They beat Delaware State. They beat Delaware State 24-5.
I'll take a W.
I take that W. Real talk. Hey, Howard University, look at me. You just defeated the weakest team in your conference.
Doesn't matter.
Congratulations.
A win is a win.
Hold up. Look, grow from it. Actually, no, I don't know who's weaker. Morgan State or Delaware State?
Morgan State.
I say Morgan State.
No, it's Morgan State. They haven't won a game at all.
State, yeah.
Morgan State, I don't think they won a game last year.
They won. They won a game. They beat. They beat Bethune-Cookman. I remember that.
Oh man, Bethune-Cookman. If I'm mistaken, they're the best. They're not the best team right now, are they?
No. Remember, I told you it was. Oh yeah, it's a tie between. It's a tie between. It's a 3-way tie between South Carolina, North Carolina A&T, and Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah. So good for that Bethune-Cookman. They actually are getting better. I seen the score of not Central. Who was it? Southern University. Okay. I'm gonna say it. Southern University is basically down there in the SWAC conference. So I like to call it. What makes them what's interesting is this. It's a two-man race. It's Palm Buff and Prairie View and everybody else.
Yeah.
Because everybody else because I looked at it, there's nobody else. Grambling, they're in the rebuilding that whole program. Southern is they're crap. I didn't know they were that bad. Alcorn is like the only middle of the road team. Everybody else just kind of stink. I just want to be honest with you. So it's just Pine Bluff and Prairie View and nobody else. But again, like we always do. Hey, shout out black colleges. You have a team. Oh, the other game I did see, Chris, I meant to tell you was this. That my Fox Sports app got on my last nerve because they kept giving me updates on how LSU was beating the living dog shit out of Vanderbilt 66-38.
Because of course we have to focus on that game that clearly was done by fucking halftime, but okay.
Man, that thing was done by halftime. You ain't lying, man. But it was a pure. Actually, for me, the worst was the only free game I could watch because I was at work. The only free game I really watched at the time that was a little bit interesting was Michigan versus Alabama. Not Alabama, Wisconsin. Wisconsin versus Michigan. And I take back what I said this year. Wisconsin looks like they're coming for somebody. So I can take that back. They're going to win the Big Ten again probably. Yeah. Because Michigan, the way they went out, holy crap, man. I mean,
if we're talking game of the week and stuff, I'm gonna say Notre Dame, Georgia. I actually like that game.
I didn't get to see that game.
It was actually a very, very close game. Came down to a touchdown pass.
Personally, the game of the week for me would be UCF versus Pittsburgh. I think that's the game of the week. That's by far the game of the week. It was just really good.
Yeah, because my dumb ass thought that Maryland, Penn State were playing. I was like, oh, bye week. Well, I'm a fucking idiot.
Another good game was Colorado versus Arizona State. Really good game. Colorado came back to win that thing at the very end. Had this look on his face when the tide was turning. The look on Herb Edwards' face was like, well, you know how this feels.
Meanwhile, I had a heart attack for a hot second when they said Ohio beat Miami 76-5. I'm like, oh shit! And I was like, oh, it's Miami, Ohio. Fuck.
I feel bad for Miami, Ohio, man, because I watched a little bit of that game too, and I think the meme goes perfectly to that. Stop!
You know what's so shitty? I felt that Ohio gave them that fucking safety out of pity in the first quarter. It's like, all right, we're gonna give them a leg up on this shit. Give them a safety. Let's see what they do with this.
They scored 42 points in the second quarter.
It's like they feared the 7-5 and it was too close, and it's like, fuck this shit, run it up.
Let me tell you the statistics of the passers for Miami of Ohio. Their main QB, Gabbert, only had 48 yards, one interception. He completed 5 for 15. His backup, Williamson, got 2 for 5 and only threw for 12 yards. Wow.
Dude, the running back didn't even get 100. He didn't even crack 50. Fuck.
Dude, I think the saying is best. Oh God, Ohio State, keep stomping them. I still see their soul dancing.
Throwing the damn towel.
That's how I felt, man. I felt like Duke right there, man. Throw the towel.
Throw the towel, man. Throw the towel. Ah.
I hate the fact that this team tried. I hate the fact that they gave Miami faith that they was actually going to do something. I'm looking at their defense. These are some garbage ass numbers too. It look like a bunch of niggas ain't tackling. The most tackles is by one person, and that is Singletary. That is Cecil Singletary. He's a defensive back. That nigga got 5 tackles. Everybody else on this team got 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's a lot of zeros on here. Oh my god.
Anyway,
man.
Quick NBA thing, because might as well just get it over with. Everybody's making a big deal with LaMelo Ball's performance in the Australian League and stuff, and you know, I'm just kind of like, all right, guys. I mean, I guess, but what do you want me to say?
No,
like, it's.
I mean, were you surprised?
I guess I'm not. It's just it's cool, I guess.
It's sad. It's sad to me because it's just, it's bad when I know people who don't like the parenting tips, DL Hughley, and they say, yo, DL made a point, and DL made a big point about LaVar Ball, man. Like, you ruined the shit out of your kids. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, that clip that was floating around. I was sitting back like, dog, like LaVar.
That was kind of tough.
He was literally like, he was telling his dad like, yo, this shit's fucking up our brand. Who's fucking up our brand? I'm like, oh boy, here we go. I was like,
dude, you're trash, man. To me, look, as a father, that's a trash move, and I was always against LaVar from the very beginning. With half the shit he did.
I'll own that a little bit because I was one of those people early on that was like, man, he's just supporting his son. He can't do no wrong. And then it's like,
I'm not even going to knock nobody for falling into the spectacle that is him. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to go into that.
Yeah.
Where my beef comes from was from the very beginning. Dude, how is this going to help your kids? Like, how is this really going to help your kids? And yeah, somebody tried to hit me, oh man, we ain't got that many black businesses, and I'm like, what the hell?
Hit you with that? He tried to hit you with that?
I got hit with that so many times, man. Come on, man, you gotta support black people. And see, Michael Jordan ain't got no thing. I'm like, oh, shut up, I don't care. Like, all of that is just stupid to me. And like, besides all that, I was like, how is this going to help your children? I never get an answer for that, and I never will get an answer for that because all these motherfuckers are silent now because they see LaVar for what you
never will because, again, like you said, I think it's fun to watch, and I think whenever we're having fun, a lot of people fail to see that shit is kind of negative because a lot of people called them out on it. I mean, a lot of people were saying things, and I think the people that were saying things happened to be white people. And that's when we all got defensive of, don't talk about the black dad. He's just being a black dad. Sure. And so it became that. And so we covered up, the whole thing. But then we now see that underneath all that black dad and black dad love is trash. Because if it was any other person that we saw do that, we would say that is trash to your kids. But he wasn't outright toxic. He was fun. And it was toxic fun.
Again, like I said, I get the spectacle of it all.
Because I think at first it was fun, then it started looking like he's trying to relive his glory days through his sons. And that's when I started saying, this doesn't look cool. I mean, it was fun at first, now it's becoming too much. Like when he started talking about the Lakers, when he started saying, at first I think when LeBron was going to come to the Lakers, like, we don't need LeBron. All of that he was doing. I'm like, yo, your son barely has done anything as a rookie. Like, get out of here, bro. Like,
I mean, my thing is that, man, this like you did something. But that's the thing that gets me though. You did something that most dads would dream of. You got your son to be in the NBA. Your son is now a part of that 1%.
In the team, he kind of always wanted him to go to again. Which is, like you said, something that a lot of people don't do because unless you're Eli Manning, you don't get to because again, seriously, he's not Archie Manning, so he doesn't have any pull like that. But he had juice enough to get what's his face? He had juice enough to get him on the Lakers.
Yeah, he did.
Son.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing. Right at the second my son gets drafted, fall back. Fall back.
Yes.
I don't
He
see.
He pulled a RG2, a Robert Griffin II. What?
It's amazing. It's amazing to me that nobody saw this coming. I'm like, how can I not see this coming? Like, and the thing that kills me about it is that it's harmful. Like you now see you see Lavar, like, not you just see just him just straight up like, yo, fuck Pop, this is stupid as shit.
Yeah.
He don't want to, like, now he's at a different team. It's like, man, he don't need to be on the Pelicans, and this. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up, bro. Because you hurt your son way more than you helped him, man. And it's already bad enough. See, here's the thing. Why I felt like him going into the NBA, going number one and all the rest of that shit, going to the Lakers, yeah, you had a target on your back, but you kept on running your mouth. Now, every point guard is going to see your son is going to be like, hey, just me and him. Let me yank this nigga real quick. Okay. Like,
so wasn't he getting bodied? Like, people were putting body on him. Like every
team was like, man, that dude ain't shit.
Yeah, it made it really hard for him, and all because his dad wouldn't shut the fuck up. And you can see this. You can see homie was like, he couldn't really say anything. He couldn't defend. He had this look on his face, and I'm like, honestly, when he finally leaves his dad and leaves all that, he will be a different person, different player maybe. Yeah. But till then, I don't know if he's gonna make it.
And that's the thing that really gets me, because he had that target on his back going into the NBA and all that kind of disrupts your growth. Only so many people can get strong, can muscle out of that, getting their ass kicked thing and still have a decent career. Some people, they're done. They're done. Like when I hear, like, one of the things I love hearing from some of these basketball podcasts is the basketball players talking about who's the first nigga that fried the fuck out of you in the NBA. And
yes,
like, Allen Iverson was the best one to be, because Allen Iverson is like, man, Kevin Johnson of the Suns, Kevin Johnson, he dropped 35 on me, man. He killed me. I cried. I'm like, what? Kevin Johnson made you cry?
Mayor of Sacramento, Kevin Johnson.
Right? Of all players, and I'm not saying Kevin Johnson was a slouch. Hell no, he wasn't. But still, that nigga dropped 35 on you and made you cry. Most people can't recover from crap like that, but of course, it's Allen Iverson. He was going to do it anyway, but still, like, some players, no, man. It takes one time you go on that court, you a bench player, and you got to go against some, I don't know, fucking not Sebastian Tayfair. Like I say, it hurts him, man. But whatever.
Anyways,
that's enough of that, man.
NFL football here. So I'm still on team Thursday Night Football shouldn't exist, but I was now the Titan Jaguars game. This game did not put me back on the Saxonville train. They're still garbage. Sorry, it is what it is. All right.
Hey, look, I just like the fact that Minshew is being memed out as hard as he is, man. I think it is something to say. There's something to that because Jacksonville's already a meme to me anyway. But Gardner Minshew makes it better. He makes it so much better.
It's the porn stash, D. That's what it is.
It definitely is that stash, bro. But we both had Jacksonville winning this game, so
yeah.
Chris.
Yeah. That game was.
I wonder who I had winning the game. Do I really even care?
I mean, it's at a point where Mariota went down and he might be out for a game or two, and
yeah, too. But it looks like he's going to play. I don't know, man. Mariota's going to be a yo-yo for the next month and a half when it comes to his health.
We might as well get this over with. I'm gonna swing it to Mo on this one. So the Colts pulled it out on the Falcons. So
pulled it out, my guy. Don't do that.
Sorry. I got to bow down to Brissett.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bow down to Brissett.
You do bow down. Yes, he needs to bow down, Mo, because he picked Atlanta last week. He needs to bow down.
You do.
I did.
Thank you very much.
I did.
Thank you very much.
And Chris, you know what you're getting right now? I'm Shannon, and like that one guest that talks about the Cowboys. Tell him again.
Hey, I thought Julio Jones and Devontae Freeman were gonna fry the fucking damn Colts. I know. Apparently not.
They were supposed to, because hold on, I'll say this: fantasy. It's so hard to be to play fantasy football when you have players that are playing your actual real life team because you don't even know how to support them. Because
I got Marlon Mack. How you think I feel? I was like, hey, Marlon, you better bust 100. He got a touchdown. He got his points.
I'm sitting there like, Julio Jones, like, is he gonna score a touchdown? Is he gonna get 100 yards? He had 100 yards receiving. I was like, oh my god, then we're gonna lose. Devontae Freeman didn't really do anything, so that kind of sucked. I had
a conundrum last year with the Redskins and Cowboys because I had Jordan Reed, and I was like, "Come on, Jordan, give me some points. Come on, Dallas, give him some points. Let's go."
In all honesty, I had a feeling about the game, about the Colts, like just for a fact that I personally think Jacoby Brissett is not a scrub. I think he's not. And he has a lot to prove. Again, you're stepping into a role where everyone expected the Colts to be a over 500 team, maybe a playoff team this year.
Yeah.
With Andrew Luck coming back healthy, if he was going to come back, and then all of a sudden, what happened to him happened. I think Jacoby Brissett is the man right now with the most to prove in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he's going to play like that. The first couple of games, him not having over 200 yards passing was kind of in my feelings about. But, man, when he came, again, the Falcons don't play defense. So I was like, how is that going to happen? I did not see him putting 300 yards up, 2 TDs, to be honest. Like, what the fuck? But, hey.
Oh, is T.Y. okay?
He didn't practice today, though. So we're fun. He's day-to-day, which is upsetting me because I also have him in fantasy. Like, what do I do now? But T.Y.'s been giving me points every week. Now it's like, what to do. I mean, I have backups, but it's not nobody's T.Y.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, Chris.
It kind of sucks, though. My bad. It kind of sucks that as soon as he scored that touchdown, it was halftime. He ran out. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, he ran right out. All right, now I got this. Now this is a question that I seen. Of course, it would be a Patriot fan to put this up, but it's a question I have to ask. Of the two quarterbacks, who is going to end up being better, Garoppolo or Brissett? I'm still going with Brissett because I am not sold on Garoppolo.
I feel Garoppolo is fool's gold for right now. Brissett has the capacity to be better, but like I said, I think it's dependent on if, and Mo can probably chime in definitely on this one.
I see him being a Charlie Batch type dude anyway, man. I see him sticking around and actually being effective.
Yeah.
I don't see that with Garoppolo. I see a short term with him.
I mean, I think the logic with Garoppolo was he was behind Brady, so ergo he should be auto good.
But they both were.
They both were. That's what I'm saying. They both were. And Jacoby Brissett played, what was it? Brady was out 4 games?
A couple games. Yeah, he played. He played. I think it was that year he got suspended for putting his phone in the fucking in the sink.
Fucking dummy.
I have no idea. Whatever.
But yeah, they both. He played. He played when Brady was out, and he won some games. And he also, because again, I feel personally, Brissett has played more with the Colts, and he has a, because when Andrew was out, what was it? The year we went 8-8, he played, and then Andrew went out a full year. Jacoby Brissett also played as the starting quarterback. I think Jacoby Brissett has more reps with this team. Garoppolo has upside, but I think just because Brissett has played more with the team, and now we have better weapons in Kane and Eric Ebron, I think just because, again, with the team, I'm not saying maybe because I feel like if you take Brissett out of the Colts, he might slump, but this team gives him a better chance to look better and be better.
All right, that's true. I agree.
So moving past that,
but how about them Colts though?
They did it and stuff. So I'm just gonna get this out the way. So Dallas, I'm gonna need you to stop, playing to the level of a shitty team in the first half and actually keep your foot on your necks. Because it's like the second half. It's like the second half. All of a sudden, they just started putting the fucking foot on the gas. All of a sudden, I'm like, where was this in the first half, Dallas?
Man, look, I really felt like they was just like, they fell asleep. I think Dallas was like, that was going to be breeze. They didn't really go in it 100,000%, and they got tapped in the mouth. They didn't get slapped in the mouth. They didn't get punched in the mouth. They got tapped back. It was like, oh, these little niggas want to fight.
All right. It's like they looked at Zeke and Pollard. Hey, Zeke, Pollard, bust their ass. And
Boy,
both of them got 100+ yards, and I was laughing my ass off like, God damn.
now you know what Mo just said about it's so tough to play fantasy with somebody on your team. I have Pollard on my team, and I was telling myself, no, for real, no bullshit. I was like telling myself, D, when can you ever use Pollard? Because he's at the most he'll give you 3 points a game. So, when are you ever going to use him? Who we playing this week? Miami. I have a feeling. I didn't see that 100 yards coming, but I had a feeling that he was going to do something in this game, and I was right. So, look, here's the thing. Let's just be real, Eric. Let's just be real, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, they already have the tank rolling. It's doing circles around Hard Rock Stadium right now.
They're waiting for Game 5. They're waiting for the results of Game 4 and 5 before they can really call it a tank at this stage.
Oh, it's a tank. It's been a tank. No,
D. If they win their next two, which is very feasible considering it's the fucking Washington Redskins that's part of the next two.
That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. I'm not even look. I'd love to play the Redskins.
If they lose to the Redskins, fucking Shanahan is gone. Because at this point, I think he's trying to get himself fired. But
who's Shanahan's coaching the Dolphins?
No,
Gruden?
Shanahan, Redskins. I was talking about the Redskins.
No, Gruden is coaching the Redskins.
Oh, Gruden, my bad. That's what I'm talking about. Gruden is gone.
Gruden's been gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Gruden left. Look, I told this to Chris when we did the first episode. Gruden left week 15 of last year. We just don't know.
Oh, dude, guys, if this is a good way to swing it into the Redskins in Chicago, Gruden left as soon as he saw that little fade toss to Trubisky through in the end zone for like the third touchdown. He's like, well, I'm done.
You know what, man?
He had a look on his face like, fuck it. I'm done anyway. What the fuck?
Hey, Mo, you don't got to live the life that me and Chris got to live. The day after the Redskins get demolished, you can't be a Cowboys fan. Because
I mean, for you, D, I could be a Cowboy fan. What are you talking about?
No. What I'm saying is this, and Chris, you're going to agree with me. This happens every time they get demolished by a team. We walk in, mind our business. We didn't even say hi to these niggas yet, and we're just walking down the street wearing our jersey, whatever it may be, whoever it may be, and we got here, man, your team's some shit, man. Fuck your team, nigga. You ain't never even been to Dallas, man. Shoot at this nigga.
What? No.
Shoot at this nigga, though.
That's what we get every time they lose to a team that had, every time, man. This week, you know what I got on this week? By most of the Redskin fans, I got what I thought I would get out of them. They're mad, they're upset, and they have no words. They don't feel like celebrating. They don't feel like celebrating football, nothing. And it sucks. That's terrible. But then I have the other half that are mad, I don't know, Dak Prescott went into their home and peed in their mama's mouth. I don't know.
Time out, D. He did technically do that when he played the Redskins last week.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Look, here's what you know. I'll tell you how ate shit I am. When we was talking about how the Cowboys won, right? My friend was like, "Man, fuck you, man." I'm like, "Hey, little buddy, but you got that interception, you got that interception off it. That was good, yeah. All right. Oh my God, yo, the Bears look so good against them, didn't they? The Bears
I actually have Trubisky on a fantasy team, and I'm like, I was losing the week anyways, but he was the last person to play. I ended up winning the week because the Redskins, and I've dropped him, by the way, because he's not a viable option at quarterback. But seriously,
Bears Nation, don't let Bears Nation, don't let this game fool you into thinking Trubisky is legit. He's not.
No, he's not. No, Trubisky, I really knew. Look, I had so much
potential. He has potential to be. He's put it this way.
Potential to be what?
He's
to be what?
He's
to be who? To be who? Because right now he's on pace of being on the downslope Kerry Collins right now. That's what he is right now.
See, I was gonna say
He's
Ryan
Kerry
Greasy.
Collins.
I was gonna say Ryan Greasy, but you're right.
Woo! Ooh. Man, that's fucked up. I was gonna say Chris Sims.
The Grease Man,
Chris Sims. Some garbage.
I was gonna say Brian Greasy. I was like, hey, it's Brian Greasy, dog. The Grease Man.
Look. The point is, man. The point is the Chicago defense looked great. I knew they were going to do that to the Redskins. They beat the Redskins so bad they couldn't find a fucking ladle for the Gatorade, and my man had to stick.
No, Redskin fans left the stadium at halftime, not because the Metro was shutting down early, but because the game was that bad. All right.
Oh, let me tell you, I had a bunch of them that, because I was watching my Instagram stories. I have a bunch of friends that are Redskins fans that went to the game. Son, let me tell you that halfway through the game, I'm watching all their stories. These people they're getting up leaving. Oh, I'm done. Like, if my friends were doing it, I have no doubt in my mind that the stadium was half cleared by the time the game was over.
They left the stadium to get a Chick-fil-A sandwich to drown their sorrows away.
Right.
Fourth quarter, though, I have to be real. If I was a Redskins fan, it would have been lit because I would have walked my ass down to the 50-yard line like everybody did. There's nobody in that stadium. There's only people in the end zone and the people in the middle of the field, man. Nobody else, man. And everybody's in there. Look, be honest with you, that's kind of a fun time. Yeah, we getting our ass kicked, but you know what? I will never get seats this close ever again in my life.
Ever again in your life, bro. I would have slid. What custodian would have told me shit? Man, get the fuck away from me.
Hey, dog. Me and Chris have been plotting the last few years in the Redskins. Y'all are charging up really good for us to come in there when y'all play, I don't know, like Tampa Bay or something. And me and Chris going to be the two loud asshole Cowboy fans wearing our Cowboy jerseys. Like, yeah, it's pretty empty in this motherfucker.
They gonna beat your ass.
The Largo Knights? The Largo Knights, really?
Oh, what they gonna do? I'm sorry. Kevin, who in his day job is laying on a couch yelling at his girlfriend. What is he gonna do to me? I'm sorry. What is he gonna do?
Drinking his IPA.
That's what I'm saying. Hey Mo, what is that one white boy named Philip who works accounting in downtown Bethesda who is super drunk? What is he going to do to me, huh? Trip and fall down the stairs? What the hell are they going to do to us, man? We're Cowboy fans. They can't touch us. No, seriously, they can't touch us. Because, let's just be honest. If they touch us, then some of us will rub off on them. And next thing you know, look, hold on. This is where my shade comes in. Because they touch us, then some of us rubs off on them. And next thing you know, boom. The Redskins know how to draft a quarterback. Next game.
Wait. That's not all.
Oh, this nigga.
Where did this motherfucker fly in?
That's what I'm saying. Like, this nigga.
You didn't hear me say sorry I'm late, my nigga?
Nah, I was listening to your dumb ass.
You know what? No, while we here, let's just put it out there. No, Mo, I didn't. There was yes, collusion. There was some collusion during.
I need to talk to the commissioner. We need to disband your team. You don't get Dalvin Cook. We played last week, bruh.
Oh, I just pulled over your ass. My bad.
Dalvin Cook had like 30 points, and I'm sitting there like, how the fuck am I supposed to play against this? So collusion.
He only listened to me for 2 picks. He took Larry Fitzgerald from me because he's a petty ass nigga.
You should have banned him for that.
Look, and he took Cook from me because
I didn't take Cook from you. I'm thinking about getting Dalvin Cook.
You said I'm thinking about getting Dalvin Cook, and I said because I'm just gonna be real with you. D's a good friend. Get that nigga. That's all I said. There's not collusion, son.
Y'all hear this, people? Like I want the people listening to this show to hear this. That is 100% collusion. That is 100% collusion.
It's fake news.
So let's talk about it.
My God, you out here spreading falsehoods, and I ain't even been here 5 minutes.
Who's Ukraine? Who's Ukraine and who's Donald Trump right now? Because somebody's fucking up. Wait, who's the commissioner? Yo, D, you the commissioner? We're going to impeach you. You the commissioner, right?
All I'm saying is... Oh, go ahead.
I said I'm barely the commissioner, nigga. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I'm starting impeachment proceedings. We getting out the paint.
Gentlemen, can we talk about something real quick, though? Can we talk about how the Browns have the shittiest coaching? They could have beat the Rams. And
my God.
I'm sitting there like, okay, so riddle me this. No. Back up for a second. You're first and goal in the 5. Run the fucking ball. Run the goddamn ball.
You have a fucking stud at running back.
Run the ball.
Give it to Nick Chubb.
Run the ball.
He was part of the big 3 at Georgia. What are you telling me?
Stack the box. Run the fucking ball. Nope, we're going to throw all 4 times because that's what we do.
Baker Mayfield.
Well, if you remember correctly, they fired their competent coach. Well, no, they didn't offer their competent coach the job, and he went with somebody else. So, their fault.
Yo, did you see that freaking picture from Ryan Schefter or whatever, where this showed fucking Mayfield had an open slot into the fucking goal line on 4th and 9? Like, he could have fucking ran it in.
Yes, I saw that. I was watching the game. Mayfield could have ran that ball, and instead he tried to throw it. He tried to be fancy. Man, look, I'm starting to... I was on the Baker Mayfield hype train. I'm not going to lie. He hit the Dougie one time.
And I was starting to see crack. Y'all starting to see crack.
And here's the thing. I'm looking at the Rams, and here's the kicker. I'm looking at the Rams like, yo, Rams, you really going to let the fucking damn Browns stay in this game? Are we really doing this?
All the way through, bro.
CJ, let me just explain this to you. My nigga, you are disappointed at the Browns in 2019.
No, I'm disappointed at the Rams for allowing. I'm disappointed at the Rams for allowing the Browns to stay into the game.
But I think he's also disappointed at the Browns coaching again, which is like which we should be used to. It's the Browns. I think that's your point, right? It's the Browns. Yeah. There should be no disappointment, but God damn it!
I mean, like last season we all
bought into the Browns 2019.
Dude, but
they also had a different coach last season.
Yeah,
but he was trash.
But there was competency, though. There was competency, though.
He was competent.
That's the thing. He was competent.
There's no reason why on 4th and 9. First of all, it's 4th and 9. I don't even know why the fuck you're going for it. But there's no reason.
Well, they had no choice. Let's be real about this.
You don't have a screen set up, because that is what you should have set up on 4th and 9. A nice dump off screen setup, or at least a receiver sitting on the 9, or your tight end sitting on the 9-yard line, or on at the chain. Something competent should have happened. Nobody should be going downfield. Baker Mayfield should not be looking downfield to throw the ball. All I'm saying is your coaching was dumb. Like, I'm watching the game like, Jesus Christ, 4th and 9. First of all, we're going for it on 4th and 9. And again, I'm disappointed because I bought in heavy. Baker Mayfield, to me, starting to look like a sober Johnny Manziel. And that is funny.
That nigga said sober Johnny Manziel.
Ooh, am I lying?
It's a little spicy.
I was gonna try it. They ain't little spicy, nigga. You just poured all the Frank's Red Hot on that bitch. Good God, nigga.
Am I lying though? He's starting to look like a sober. Because Johnny Manziel was exciting to watch.
First of all, that's fucked up.
Is it?
It's hilarious.
My bad.
No. First of all, it's fucked up. Second, it's hilarious. Third, you will see a sober Johnny Manziel next year in 2020 with the XFL from creator of...
Let's go! Oh my God! But I'm so excited.
I mean, the silver.
I can't wait till we talk about the Chargers. But keep going.
I mean, the silver lining in it all is that like Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham did their thing, but it just didn't mean shit ultimately because the coaching was garbage.
And it didn't help that David Njoku couldn't play either.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that killed me. This is what a lot of the media gets for crowning Baker Mayfield as hard as they did. Yes, Baker looks like he has a ton of potential to be something really nice in the NFL. But like, you gotta let this motherfucker have his little breaks and let him take his bumps here and there, because he is not as good as you think he is, y'all. He really is. I need y'all to slow down and let's see what he develops into. And granted, the coaching was terrible.
Now, speaking of which, Giants, much like Trubisky, don't let the Daniel Jones game against Tampa Bay fool you.
Hey, listen.
Pause.
Listen.
Take it easy a little bit, Giants fans.
You know what? I hate Giants fans, but I'm gonna let them.
I put my money. I took my money out of the Baker Mayfield pot, and it's in the Daniel Jones pot now.
Really, we're doing this. We're doing. Wow. Okay. All right. Cool.
No, because honestly, if you remember, was it last year when Baker made fun of the Giants for drafting him? I don't know if you guys remember this.
He did?
Baker lost. Yes, he did. Baker lost this week. He won this week. It's something there. I gotta look for it because it's a funny headline.
I mean, I know Baker was throwing shade at a lot of people, but I didn't know he was doing that.
Yeah, he threw shade at fucking Daniel Jones.
Wow.
Baker, you gotta remember that Baker talked shit like any of the numerous black quarterbacks that came into the league and thought they was gonna beat somebody and you know what, Cleo Lemon.
No, that's the thing that killed me about Baker, because Baker really came in talking hot shit about a lot of Bama. Like, look, man, you haven't, like I said, he's still not established yet. But Daniel Jones, I'm gonna give you this game. I'm gonna give him this game because he's still an experiment. And I just gotta be honest with you, I don't trust any quarterback that comes out of Duke. So, I'm just being real.
I mean, I don't blame you. I really don't. I mean, it is what it is.
Ain't nobody else on that because the Giants, they played a very, very weak Tampa Bay team. That I'm just gonna be honest. Why does Jameis Winston still have a job right now?
Actually, you might want to look at the field goal kicker, because how does the field goal kicker still got a goddamn job?
Jameis Winston still has a job because, I mean, I think they figured out that he needs LASIK. Because my man is short-sighted. Is it nearsighted?
He got to be. Everything he did at Florida State, I don't believe that was even him.
I honestly don't know why Jameis. I think Jameis Winston still has a job because it's Tampa Bay.
Probably. And you know,
if he was in New York,
the thing was with Jameis Winston in Florida State had a really good team behind him.
Yes.
Yep.
He had good receivers. He had a good secondary. And they were, I hate to say it, that year that we won the fucking national championship, we were a second half team.
Yes, 100%. But he's also in Tampa Bay, which is like, I mean, not like that huge of a market because Miami's still a bigger team for some fucking reason. Jacksonville's kind of almost a bigger, like Jacksonville just because of
Miami's a bigger team because Miami has a nicer stadium and a nicer area.
and it's fucking Miami, and it's like it's Tampa Bay, and that team tends to fly under the radar a lot. Even the year they won the Super Bowl, they were like not even expected to be there. So Tampa Bay is one of those. But Tampa Bay is one of those teams because Brad Johnson shouldn't have been an NFL quarterback for any team. He won a fucking Super. Okay, my bad. My bad. That was a little.
No. I'm not even gonna knock you, man. I'm not gonna knock you for that one.
You're not wrong.
So it's like
I gotta also have this.
He gets a lot of passes for being for Tampa Bay. Like, to be honest, because if he wasn't the Giants, he would have been gone 2 years ago. If he was say at Dallas, he would have been gone. I mean, granted, you guys would have built that offensive line around him, then maybe he would have been better. But if he was at any big market team, he'd have been gone.
Oh yeah. That's most definitely because if you in New York or Philly, like you just said, Dallas, like Pittsburgh. Oh yeah, you would have been gone.
Right.
Any of these teams that have they have actual prestige and
right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You'd have been gone.
No.
And it's not like again, but he has again, like I think Chris was talking about somebody. Oh no, you were talking about Baker. He has bigger upside than Baker.
Yeah.
For some reason, he just doesn't want to reach it. It's so weird watching him.
I think he has an upside, but a part of me thinks he doesn't really have the talent for it. You know what I mean? Like, I can see him doing it, but do you really possess that every single game?
You feel like it's just like spurts here and there.
Yeah.
Yes.
In other words,
inconsistent.
In other words, DK, he plays like a quarterback in college that had a better team behind him.
Exactly.
I can see that.
That's the way he plays. And you know, I could say the same thing about Baker, but Baker was actually all right at Oklahoma. I can't even knock Baker. He was amazing at Oklahoma, man. But still, you know, it's just, I don't know. This is a tale of two quarterbacks and where they're going. I think Baker's all right. I think he'll be fine, but I don't think he's the second coming of Peyton Manning or fucking Tom Brady like they think he is, man.
Oh, he's not the second coming of anybody.
Oh, yeah, because the NFL. Here's the thing: the NFL, he has a bit of a name, and he's a pretty face. That's the reason why
he was fun at Oklahoma. He did all the black dances. When white people start doing black dances, just so cool. And it's so amazing to watch. Yeah, I really love how when white people do black dances, it's like, oh my god, they have to be so good.
Sometimes for me, white people, you have to be like dead on and make me go, woo, go ahead, white boy. Or you have to be terrible for me to like you. If you're like mediocre and you're dancing, whatever. But if you're terrible and you're dancing, that's a guy that's having fun right there.
I mean,
but Daniel Jones, it was fun to finally see the Giants kind of almost reach where they're supposed to be at. He was pretty good at handling the team. Again, they played, like you said, a weak Tampa Bay team that almost lost to a very, very weak Carolina last week.
Yep. Speaking of which, 49ers Nation is feeling themselves because they beat the Steelers.
Man, let me tell you something.
That game was ugly.
It was so ugly.
They had so many fucking turnovers. It's like the Pittsburgh
How do you get
Steelers
turnovers and not win? That's all I'm saying.
That's the Pittsburgh Steelers were like, we don't really want to win this game. And San Francisco's like, no, seriously, we want you to win.
Nah, bro. We don't want it. We don't want that shit.
I'm like, yo, first the pick, second pick, third fumble. I'm like, young, win the goddamn game.
Mason looks like he can be molded into something, man. He looks like he actually can. And again, he was playing the 49ers. Let's make it very real. He was playing the 49ers. But they came at him with everything they had, and he did what I expected him to do, throw a pick. But when he wasn't throwing picks, he's not that bad.
I mean,
he's actually not bad. So I like to see what he could be, because what you going to be? Are you going to be Fitzgerald? You're going to be Case Keenum? Or are you going to surprise me and you actually be worth a damn? You know what I mean?
I still maintain Mike Tomlin's going to take his shirt off and fucking quit the damn Steelers during the press conference.
Wait, come on. Doesn't he have the rest of the season?
If Mike Tomlin takes his shirt off and quits, then you know, like, I'm going to hell for this. You know he's going to go home and beat the hell out of his kids, right?
No, I think he's going to expose everything.
No, because we all know what kind of daddy Mike Tomlin is.
Like, he walking in, like, you already know what time it is. Like, Dad, no. Like, he's like, you know, yeah, give me, like, look, you're all right, Dad. Here's your belt. Go outside.
Get a switch.
Get a switch. Oh God, black folk. Anyway. Oh God, like, get a switch.
Oh man.
That's some. God, I'm sorry. Vietnam flashback. Anyway.
But I'm just sitting there looking at Tomlin like, yo, Tomlin just looked like he is just ready to get the fuck out of Pittsburgh.
Somebody just said something that I already said. Hey, Mo, you're right.
What up?
You're right. What might happen is something that I think will happen. When Mike Tomlin is told to quit the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's going to let the Steelers have it.
Everything is coming out.
Everything is coming out because I told everybody, I've been telling y'all this for the last few years, that whole team, don't believe that bullshit. We hard-working blue collar. Fuck you. Y'all lying. Y'all some petty people that don't want to pay nobody.
So that happened, which was shocking. So Kyle Allen has actually brought the Panthers back to life now, and they beat the Cardinals. Yes, I know it's the Cardinals, but still, he brought Carolina alive.
Don't let these shitty teams fool you with these quarterback abilities. But Allen, look, all right, for real talk. Everybody's making a meme talking about that kid actually grew up and took his place. I had no idea what anybody was talking about until somebody actually gave me the link to the commercial, and I couldn't stop laughing. Oh, God. Man, I told you, that team is riding on that shoulder, and that shoulder just said, nah, I ain't coming out this game. And how long is Cam out? How long is he going to be out?
3 weeks.
A couple weeks. No, yeah, they haven't.
Well, counting week 3, so he got 2 more weeks left, and he's coming back.
Do you think?
That's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, is Cam really coming back?
I don't know.
Cam, like I said, he looks totally hurt. He looks like he's hurt mentally, and he's
hurt. There's a lot that we don't know about what's going on with him, and I feel like they're hiding it.
Yeah, I feel like he's probably way more hurt than he is, and like I said, these franchises they press their thumb on these players. Like, come on, man, get out there, man. You can make it, man. You can make it. Every hour you getting a call. So how you shoulder feel? How you shoulder feel?
So, are we gonna talk about it? Not, can we just talk about the fact that Patrick Mahomes is a cheat code?
Man,
Project that. It's a creative player, my niggas.
He is.
And the fact that the Ravens...
but that game was fun, though.
Watching
both of them play.
And I'll give Lamar Jackson credit. He was trying to get them... Nice. He was pulling... Dog, them deep throws that were getting miraculously caught, I was like, dog, that's a cheat code. Gotta be.
But did you see the last touchdown of the game? From Lamar Jackson, he tried to throw the ball, nobody there, he scrambled.
Yeah.
And then he shook somebody out their fucking cleats.
Yep.
Like, bruh. I was like, yeah, that's a running back move right there, because he straight stopped that.
That's similar to Mike Vick right there.
And then he spun, and I was like, this is beautiful. But, they tried the 2-point conversion, and they couldn't get it.
I would have just kicked the field goal. Maybe you can call me conservative all day. I'd rather just kick the field goal and kick it.
Right, I would have kicked the field goal and tried an onside kick. But, they went, because, again, you were still down. Well, you were down by 4.
Yeah. Speaking of onside kick, shout out to the Dolphins that caught the living shit out of Dallas with that onside kick. But the Dolphins turned into the Dolphins. Half them niggas was offsides when it happened.
They got overexcited, D. That's what the Dolphins do. Like, shit.
They actually did something correct, and everybody was offsides. That's awesome. All right,
but that game was. I would give that game of the week because that game was actually really damn good on both sides.
It was fun. The one thing that the one part we was fucking Lamar Jackson, bruh. I think y'all all will agree with me. The good side of Lamar Jackson, I see a lot of Michael Vick in him.
Yep.
The bad side of Lamar Jackson,
you see a lot of Michael Vick in him.
Yo,
ain't but no bull though.
I'm sorry.
You're 100% right.
I hope it don't happen to the brother because like I said, y'all been hearing me talk about this dude the last 3 years. Last 2 years he was in college. I've been talking about this man. I will say this, Lamar, look at me. Learn how to run out of bounds. Learn to slide because you are one spine buster away from Von Miller from not moving ever again.
Nah, because
you learn now.
No. See, it's not going to come from who you think it is. What's going to happen is it's going to happen next season. Baltimore versus Dallas. DeMarcus Ware is going to come out of fucking nowhere and truck his ass.
Let's say what the ghost of DeMarcus Ware comes out of Jalen Smith like a fucking stand off of JoJo.
Yep. Just trucks his ass and it's like, damn, what the fuck was that? It's like, well,
you know what? If we're doing any type of dream sequence, and this is terrible because we're talking about somebody getting injured, but if we have any dream for that, here's mine. And he goes back, and he gets tackled. Ryan Kerrigan for the Washington Redskins. Wait a minute. Lamar Jackson is moving. Oh, my goodness. Everybody in D.C. not being shit like they are. The whole Redskins fans, the second they see Lamar Jackson on the ground, hell to the Redskins.
Nigga, they would get the marching band to play that fucking song in a heartbeat.
As that nigga getting carted out. Here's me. You know what, Redskins fans? That was trash. But that was the best thing y'all have ever done.
Ryan Kerrigan would be fucking most wanted #1 fucking person in the DMV off rip.
No, you won't. Oh, well, you mean all those Baltimore fans will come down to try to,
I like how you throw shade at Baltimore and all these Baltimore fans.
That was a good Baltimore fan.
You don't know how much. Look, real talk, y'all. Real talk. I actually enjoy living in the DMV. I love Washington D.C. I have a love-hate for Baltimore, but I don't hate them. But here's the thing: I do not like white Marylanders. I don't. Y'all got a hard R everything, and that weird accent from Baltimore pisses me off. I hate it.
Sir, that's from Dunkirk. That's not from Baltimore proper.
Get
it right.
You know what, Chris? You're right. You're actually
Nah, my nigga, that's fucking Baltimore. Like, I've been here for a year, and I've recognized
that's
that
Dunkirk, DK.
Dunkirk is actually
it's Dunkirk. It ain't Baltimore proper. It's a difference.
Take it for two dudes that were probably born. I was born in D.C. You were born in Maryland or some shit?
Dunkirk is the fucking Waldorf of Baltimore, all right?
Dunkirk is where all the meth gets tunneled in from. Oh, goodness. Somebody told me I can't talk shit about Pasadena, Maryland no more, man. I think that was DK that told me that. Look, man, it's like, nah, man, it's actually decent over in Pasadena. Like, really?
Yeah.
They got rid of all the really? They got rid of all the heroin addicts? I ain't know that.
Nah, that wasn't me, my nigga. That wasn't me, bro. I've only been to Pasadena once.
Oh my God, nigga! It used to. What I heard, it used to. No, we was
talking about Laurel.
Oh, Laurel. Nah, Laurel is where all the old white people go to die.
No, dead ass. Laurel is.
So it's Key West.
Laurel is very fucking white now. It's so crazy. It's like,
dude, as soon as that mall got fucking destroyed and they put that outdoor mall, that shit, you already knew the jig. Come on now.
I didn't know that white people can make richer black people move. I didn't know that was a thing.
Apparently it did. So
no, because I think they all left Bowie because all the black people went to Bowie, and so they left Bowie and went to Laurel.
They left Bowie, they left Crofton because black people starting to migrate to Crofton now. So there's that.
Look, man, right now at this point, man, white people are either going to Onley or Owens Mills if they just want to be around all the people.
Right. But anyways, so Saints Seahawks. I did not expect the Saints to roll up to Seattle and just kick their teeth
in Seattle.
Beat out Teddy Bridgewater, bro.
And I think Drew Brees is the Saints. I think Drew Brees is the Saints' kryptonite. Check it out.
But here's the thing, though. Saints defense ain't shit because they let Russell Wilson mount a fucking comeback, and he was close to fucking literally winning the game too.
But did he win though?
Of course the Saints defense ain't shit. You ain't see the first game of the season when they bent over for Houston?
See, I let that go. I thought that was an anomaly. This game solidified I guess there was an anomaly. Okay. Shit.
Even the second game was kind of like the defense wasn't shit.
I expected that out the Rams. So that's whatever. I expect that's the Rams. But the fact
I will say this about the Saints game. I think because again the last 3-4 Saints Seattle's game, Seattle has done what the fuck they wanted to do. Remember the fucking when what's his name had that run against the Saints and held his dick as he was diving into the end zone. and every time Marshawn, every time the Saints play Seattle is something crazy.
Yeah.
But I think the constant is Drew Brees has been the quarterback all those times.
I seem to remember a commentator said Bridgewater was better than Dak Prescott, and I'm like, hey, we'll find out next week when they play him. We'll see. We'll see.
You know what? Teddy still haven't sold me on being quarterback though. For real talk, man.
Who?
Teddy. He got all this. Yeah. But is he back, or is he halfway back?
Oh,
I think he's in the process of getting in the groove.
Yeah, he's getting in the groove because I think the Rams game.
It's honestly, it's too early. It's too early to call.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he hasn't played a meaningful NFL game for a while, except the past couple of weeks. And the first game that he played, he was replacing Drew Brees in the middle of a game. So I don't really want to count that one.
Yeah.
This game is, the game against the Seahawks was a real test. I think he did okay. He did okay. Next week, from next week, we're going to start counting Teddy to see if he's really back. Because, man, listen, he didn't even play. How many games did he play as a Jet?
Shit, I don't even fucking know because the Jets have so many goddamn quarterbacks and shit. I lost track.
He hasn't played a real meaningful football game, so I'm thinking, man, he might be coming back.
I tell you what though. I tell you what though.
Shout out for everybody black.
So shout outs to Philly because they know how to throw shade even at the worst of times. How do you save babies from a burning building and got time to throw shade at Nelson Aguilar and say, yo, that nigga can't catch for shit, but I can catch these babies though?
Because the nigga can't catch for shit.
Dog, Nelson Aguilar, Deshaun Jackson is out, right? So I'm sitting there like, all right, Aguilar, you're the chosen one. You could do this. Motherfucker was dropping balls like it was nothing, like he didn't want to catch it. I'm like, come on, dog. Come on.
Man, it's pathetic. And it's kind of sad because the only person you can really compare him to is Dante Moncrief, and I'm so glad he's no longer a coach.
That's terrible.
Because Jesus Christ, Dante Moncrief was horrible as a coach.
Dante Moncrief is still dropping balls. He is still dropping balls he dropped last year, man.
God damn.
This man dropped so many balls as a Colts player. And they had this thing where it was like, he used to hashtag feed Moncrief. And I'm like, no, don't throw this nigga the ball at all because every time it came down to the game on the line, you need Dante to do something for you. His hands were never found. And so you're thinking, and this week we're watching Aguilar just do what he was doing and dropping balls. I'm like, oh, this kind of looks familiar. Whole time.
I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm sitting there like, so Aguilar, you just gonna let Zach Ertz just carry the load, huh? Okay, I guess so.
Man, Zach Ertz ain't been doing that either. Zach Ertz has been getting. He has been getting fed. His diet is shit right now. Let me make that
Zach Ertz is behaving like. Zach Ertz is behaving like he's already been in the league for 15 fucking years. Like, this is behavior I would expect from fucking Brent Selleck.
Yeah. Brent Selleck.
This behavior I would expect from Brent Selleck like 2 years from now.
Bruh, this dude is not doing nothing.
Like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on with Zach Ertz.
How is Jason Witten outpacing this nigga, man?
Jason Witten, you know why, D? See, you just answered your own question. First off, Jason Witten was doing commentating and it was working out. So ergo, as soon as he gets home from commentating, he just chills with his kids. So he got fresh legs.
I'm like, what happened between this season and last season, though? Because last season, Zach Ertz was a fucking machine. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
D might be on point. The nigga was probably eating.
He got lazy. He
was probably eating garbage.
He was eating Tony
on the Warren Sapp diet.
Dude, he was eating Tony Luke. He ate too many Tony Luke's cheesesteaks and was just like, all right, I guess I'm in.
I guess I'm just drinking water.
Yeah, that's fucked up because the first actual cheesesteak I had was a Tony Luke's cheesesteak when I went to go see that Ring of Honor show.
Well, shit, nigga.
Good shit, wasn't it?
Well, that shit was great. I see why he fucked up.
Here's the funny thing. I had to ask people this question that are from Philly. I was like, so is it true that Geno's is the racist? And before I can get that whole word out of my mouth, yes, it is. Like, everybody says Geno's is racist as hell. Oh, they're not. Look, he's like, oh, you'll get a sandwich. You'll just have all these white people just staring at you.
Like you wanted the fucking freedom riders that were eating in the cafeteria and all the white people were looking at them eating food and shit. Like, goddamn.
So you just think you can come in and eat white man's ham?
It'll be like remember the Titans when Sunshine walked in literally anywhere.
Come on, guys, let's eat a cheeseburger. Dude, racism? What are you talking about?
Thank you for the racism. Dude, I was really looking at Zach Ertz. Like I said, Zach Ertz is not the same. He's definitely not the same he was yesterday. But then again, I just got to be honest with you. Carson Wentz is not throwing nothing to him worth a damn.
That is true.
So yeah, this is like.
So is the jig up with Carson Wentz?
No, I'm still giving him 5 games. I'm giving every team the mandatory 5 games before we can make the judgment call on what's up with them.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the point. I think Carson Wentz is actually fine. It's just that get ready for this B- type of play for a good minute.
He ain't Big Dick Nick where he was leading them to the motherland.
I think we already seen.
You see, Peterson ain't pulling them fucking trick plays like he was with Nick Foles because Nick Foles about to get shit done.
Exactly, but Nick Foles is a different quarterback. And then again, Nick Foles,
Nick Foles also has better field vision.
And Nick Foles also has the ability, if he tumbles, hold on. He also has the ability, if he tumbles just gently on the ground, he'll break every bone in his body.
DK saying field vision, I'm automatically cutting to Madden to show the level of quarterbacks. If the quarterback was really good, they had a wide field vision. If they were shitty, they had a small one.
Am I wrong? Peyton Manning had the whole field vision, though. It was so wide when they did that field vision shit with Peyton Manning.
Dude, that's when the game was throwing shade. They were throwing shade at the shitty quarterback. And then I was like, damn.
Michael Vick had like this little V. It was a little V. It was... Yo, that was a good time, man. Good times.
Well, that was true too, because Michael Vick had first of all, let me start by saying that mechanic first showed up in 2005 in Madden 05, and Madden 05 is trash, and literally every game has been Madden 05 with extra steps since then.
Right, pretty much.
But it was true. Michael Vick had the fucking arm, but his field vision was shit. Yeah, we'll give it to you down the field. He might throw a screen if he's facing that direction. But other than that,
hey, I know those quarterbacks with a little field vision, right? If they weren't looking in the direction of the player, it was a pick.
Oh my god!
You were throwing an interception.
It's true. It was either a pick or it was too far to. It was either a pick or it was way off.
Just way off because you had to be looking in the direction to make the pass.
I hated that.
Like Michael Vick didn't learn that shit till he was till he came back and was with the Eagles.
Right.
I mean,
right. He was a lot better with the Eagles.
But guys, the big news is that the Buffalo Bills are 3-0. Watch out, Patriots! Watch out!
Quietly.
The Bills are coming
and
for you.
You know what's really cute? You know what's cute about that? It's quietly 3-0. They're not flashy.
Well, except for Cole Beasley doing his touchdown dance. That's about as flashy as you're gonna get.
Isn't he racist?
No, he's not. Why you see? Here you go. You say Cole Beasley racist? God damn, dude. Really?
Is it Cole? I know it's
no. That was fucking Riley Cooper. That was racist. What are you talking about?
Riley Cooper.
Riley Cooper said nigga and was like, what?
But one of them was.
I mean, Cole Beasley spit a hot five, but he ain't racist. I mean,
they all look the same to me, man. All these white
receivers
look the
Julian,
same.
Hey, look, if any white person is racist, it's clearly Julian Edelman. I'm just putting it out there.
You sure it's not Wes Welker? I know Wes Welker. I know Wes Welker is racist. I know.
Wes Welker is not racist. He is not racist.
Wes Welker says nigga.
Hold on. No, he's not racist. But he looks at a lot of cuck videos for some reason. I don't know. I'm not saying that's a racist thing.
Wes Welker watches black porn.
It's a flag. Yeah, Wes Welker watches black porn.
He watches black and black porn.
It's like, you big, black, beautiful woman. No.
You got it the wrong way. That's right. Get that little white girl.
But seriously, the Buffalo Bills, man,
good for them.
I would have never seen that. I would have never seen that.
Buffalo's defense, Buffalo's defense in fantasy is
so good.
If fantasy is any indication, really Buffalo's defense in fantasy is like gold.
And I think that's why they're winning, is because their defense is quietly good. It's one of those not super flashy defenses.
Apparently, Josh Allen found accuracy too.
Son, I don't know what
look, guys.
Maybe he's on PEDs.
Hey, yo, guys, soak it up. Please soak this up. You want to know why?
Oh, because it's going to end. It's going to end soon.
Because they're going to walk in
they got the Patriots next week.
Yeah, I know. Because they're going to walk into Foxborough playing Living in America, looking like Apollo Creed. The match is good. Look, the game is going to start.
He dies.
We're just going yo, Buffalo's going to destroy.
Yeah, man. We're going to get a throw in the damn towel. They're probably, son, can we get to New England pretty soon? Because god damn
Dude, that Jets game was a fucking joke.
Again,
god,
that was a
damn
shit.
It.
I said it last week and I'll say it again. At least y'all jerseys look all right.
That shit was a joke. I'm like, yo, that was more of a joke when Brady shut down the Thursday night game.
That's something you say to somebody get beat up on picture day.
It is. Yes. Man, at least your Jordans still on your feet. And man, your Jordans look nice though, man. You get
at least your bruises match your J's.
No, I'm laughing at the fact that
I'm glad he got your face. I'm glad he got your face, and he didn't affect none of the lineup you got, man. Yeah, man.
I'm laughing at the fact that prior to this, apparently Tom Brady tweeted that the Thursday night game was abysmal, which I'm like, oh, Tom Brady actually watches football games. All right, cool.
And I think he was talking about the
penalties.
The refs.
Yeah, the refs, the penalties. Which that was a sloppy game. But
I think we do need to get into the penalties at some point because man, these penalties are very, very.
Bruh, the dude from Philadelphia almost got his damn head taken off and shit, and they didn't even get a face mask.
They didn't give it nothing. Like it's like some of the stuff they call, and then some of the stuff the no calls are worse than the calls, in my opinion. All of the no calls are worse than the calls, but now. First of all, I think New England is playing like Tom Brady wants to win one more and retire because, again, they're playing like shitty teams, but they're not playing to the level of the shitty teams.
Mahomes is going to come back for revenge. That's all I'm looking at the Patriots for. He's going to try to get his revenge.
I don't know. I think the Patriots are playing because, again, if you're playing a team like the Jets, you can, you don't have to dog them out the way you did. If you're playing a team like Miami, you don't have to dog, but New England always does this. They don't play to anybody's level of competition, like what you said about the Dolphins and the Cowboys game. New England came out playing that game at a high level and kept it high level until the end of the game. And I think we're going to see a difference because, again, they have all the pieces on offense. I mean, they got rid of AB because they didn't get rid of AB. He got rid of himself, to be honest.
I like how every black person is trying to sit there and say, well, no, CTE. Nah, nigga, CTE ain't doing that shit.
Nah, that nigga got CTE, bro. That nigga got
CTE. How do you get CTE out of any of that? Of any of that, how do you get CTE?
I saw that and I was like, get
normal.
I was like,
because none of this is normal.
Yeah.
That he's doing
Nobody said CTE when he made that video of him being excited playing for the Patriots, right? But now all of a sudden it's CTE when he gets booted off. Fuck out of here. Man.
But think about it, like none of the behavior is exhibiting seems like normal. Regular
that's normal behavior until he sat there and said, hey, I'm going to enroll in college. So that was part of the plan, huh?
And then he tweeted the marathon continues. I'm like, all right, nigga. All right.
I love how that nigga flexed so hard. Like he was going to go, like there was like this rumor that he was going to go to XFL, and the XFL immediately put out a tweet saying, we do not want AB. Right now.
But they took Johnny Manziel though, so
because I immediately
but
said
Johnny
that shit
Manziel,
too. I was like, that nigga going to the XFL.
But Johnny Manziel, I think he was apologetic, and he's been trying.
He's got himself clean. He definitely got himself clean.
He was trying to clean up his image. Antonio Brown doesn't look like he's trying to clean his image up, and I think the reason why, because again, the Patriots looked to me like they weren't going to let him go at any point. But then when it came out that he was threatening the lady in the text messages. That's when they were like,
any dude that bleaches his mustache, any black guy that bleaches his mustache blonde is automatic crazy in my eyes. So yeah,
I was going to. So thank God I haven't done that yet. But
don't do that, Mo. Please don't do that. For the love of God, don't do that.
that would be the beginning of the end. But
at this point, I have to question your insanity. At that point, I'm like,
at that point.
But look, here's the thing: when AB started doing all of this crazy shit, I'm like thinking to myself, where is this leading? And all it led to was him getting everything he wanted. And now I should feel bad for him? You mean to tell me he acted like a brat the entire time he was on the Steelers and got paid and got praised for it and all the rest of that shit? They finally got sick of his ass and you still back him up. I'm like, yo.
And he made Ryan Clark out to be the most rightest person. I remember when Ryan Clark was talking about him. Everybody got in Ryan Clark's ass like, fuck you, man. AB's a saint. And all of a sudden this happened. Everybody's looking at Ryan Clark. Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. I was like, you were right. I'm like, well, of course he was fucking right because he was a teammate of him. He knows him. The fuck?
Like, you know what fucking kills me about the whole AB thing?
What's up?
Where's this nigga from? I'm sitting there like,
Florida man.
Oh my God, bro, just shut the fuck up.
And that's why he got booted from Patriots, because if he just shut the fuck up, he wouldn't have got booted off.
No, I think.
I got a question.
I think when it happened, somebody should have taken his phone. The people around him should have taken his phone. His PR people should have started.
Yeah, his PR people should have shut him the fuck up.
Like, he should not be tweeting. He should not be in the, because again, this is a serious thing, and this is when you should I would pay you to take my phone away from me. Like, I
got a
would pay you
question.
to not give me a phone if I ask you for one.
Now I do know
He should have better people around him.
Yeah, I know this. I know these people are separate, but I feel like Drew Rosenhaus should have just dropped him.
Didn't he
dropped him in this situation? You thought he would have. He didn't, man. Remember, he was part of the old Patriots still. Like you thought he would have dropped him in this whole situation.
But I saw somebody repping him dropped him, like a company repping him.
Oh yeah, a few people have been dropping him.
Yeah, he's been dropping like fucking. He's hot potatoes at this point. Nobody wants to touch him. Like, yeah, go back to school. What he should do, honestly, because what he should do is step out of the light, step out of the game for 2 years. He can come back in 2 years. Right? Again, the NFL takes people that beat their wives. Fucking what's his name, Mr. Hardy.
No. The NFL also forgives rapists. Let's not forget.
The NFL forgives everybody except your Colin Kaepernick for some reason. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about him. But if for real, Antonio Brown should take 2 years off, sit down, don't make any noise. He will. Seriously, he will come back, take a minimum contract, play that year because he should. Ricky Williams did it. Fuck.
Yeah.
This nigga,
Michael Vick
was like, hey, just follow Derrick Rose example.
Yeah.
Stay low.
Michael Vick
Come
did
back
it.
for your second
low.
win.
Exactly. Michael Vick stayed low. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Vick couldn't stay low because he went to jail, so that was like staying low. I mean, he couldn't tweet, he couldn't do anything. He should put his phone underwater. He should not be out in public. Go to school, do whatever you want to do. Stay out of the limelight. But I feel like AB is so full of himself, and he's not going to do any of that. He's going to be making noise this whole entire time. He's going to be doing dumb shit this whole entire time. He had the fucking world. He would have won a Super Bowl this year if he was quiet.
Yeah. You know what? That's what
pisses me off about this situation is that there are people out there with talent and don't have the push to be where they're supposed to be. And here you are, Antonio Bryant, talent. You were on the Patriots. You were with the greatest, quote unquote, the GOAT of quarterbacks. You could have been Super Bowl winning wide receiver Antonio Brown.
And guess what? Nobody would have had to say anything bad about him after that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You earned the respect I guess you were seeking this whole entire time. But Mo, here's the sad part. For him to learn any of this, he would have to have something that he clearly doesn't have. Humility. He doesn't.
You're right.
He cannot be humble. Yeah. He is one of those Negroes. Because, look, if niggas with his background, yeah, I get it. Yeah, fuck you. I'm going to be loud and all that shit. But at someday, you got to realize it ain't about you. That's the reason why I get mad at y'all niggas. Oh, man, Michael Irvin was a diva. No, he wasn't. Michael wasn't a diva. Michael was just a loud-ass nigga.
That did a lot of coke.
A lot of coke.
Still does a lot of coke.
Look. Here's the thing, y'all. Why you hating?
Hey, let us enjoy. Let's enjoy Michael Irvin. He's like the coked out uncle at the family reunion. Just let him go. Here's the
thing. Like I said, I always cringe when Michael Irvin and Skip Bayless start talking sometimes. Skip. Sometimes, but then we get what we got what we got last year, Chris, where Michael Irvin was just sweating. He told y'all the truth. We get that. Moments like that, Mo, is just like, yes, thank you, man. You know he high. I don't care, and he's telling the truth. We about to get a W today. Y'all gonna be mad as hell.
Speaking of which,
Michael Irvin got us hyped up.
if you're talking Texas teams, Texas beat the Chargers.
I can't wait. Remember I said I can't wait till we talk about the Chargers? Seriously.
Hey, guys, you know what's great? It feels like the Chargers would be better if they had something, like this.
A quarterback?
No. Something like, like a guy that can just take the football and run and dodge people and spin around over and over sometimes. I don't know
the running back. Melvin Gordon, a running back.
Because he's back now, guys. Didn't you know?
Yeah, he ended his holdout, and it's funny. It's funny that he ended his holdout because that's the way the headlines are putting it. that he's ended his holdout. There's no fucking way that the Chargers didn't call his agent and say, "Look, what do you want, man?
Get his ass back.
Just come back, like for real." But
the
headline is gonna be like, "He ended his holdout." Nigga, we not stupid. Fuck you think
for the year? How much do they give you for the year? Is the question.
They probably put a lot of upfront money right now if he plays the rest of the season, and then they're gonna go back and do his contract.
But the thing of it is too, he is going to be fined $2.5 million for all the games that he missed.
That's fine. The Chargers probably gonna pay for that. Yeah, that's probably why he came back.
You know what? D ain't shit. D's not shit. No, that's still not gonna help them. The Chargers defense look like shit right now.
Oh, they're garbage. Like,
their
again,
defense is terrible without Darwin James.
If the first game against the Colts was an indicator, right? I don't like talking about the Colts as much, I don't really care about the Colts like that. But if the first game was the first game,
you a fucking lie.
Goddamn lie.
If the first game against the Colts was any indicator, again, you got to watch that game. We took them to overtime. They were the better team, but we took them to overtime. They're not that good on defense, and I think people are starting to see that shit.
But hey guys, the Rams and the Chargers are gonna have a new stadium. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be in LA. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. So that means that means that the Chargers are no longer the Diamond Dogs. They're gonna actually have a home. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
And guess what? Nobody's gonna go to those games either.
Oh, but I mean, did y'all see the picture of the new stadium? Was it the SoFi Stadium or whatever? I was like, damn. So what's going to happen to the old stadium? They're just going to tear it down or what?
Wait a minute. Ain't they playing at the...
Yeah, I was about to say, who plays at the Coliseum right now? They play at the Coliseum.
No, the Rams play in the Coliseum. They play... That's the LSU plays at.
But where...
The Chargers play in Carson, California. They play where the LA Galaxy play at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And that's the reason why I said nobody's going to go to the Chargers game anyway. You want to know why? They cannot fill up. Well, they changed the name of the stadium, but they can't fill up StubHub Center, and StubHub Center can only, I think it's 30,000 people.
But no, have you seen the new stadium though? I would go.
No, I have not.
But that's the thing. I would go just because it is beautiful. It is fucking gorgeous, and I think most stadiums now don't even. I think they do care about filling up seats, but like if you can put all these amenities in there, like Jacksonville has a fucking pool in their stadium. Like the fuck I'm gonna go swimming for when I'm watching football, but fuck it, I could chill in the pool while I'm watching my team get their ass kicked. Mm-hmm. When I'm getting drunk, fuck, I'll do it.
I mean,
so I think the amenities are gonna be the attraction. The team could suck for all they want. I mean, Jackson was a perennial sucky team, but shit, they got a fucking pool.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the check down king clearly isn't doing it for the Broncos because the Packers whipped up on the Broncos.
The check down king.
He is
a thief. He stole money from Baltimore, went and stole money from Denver.
No. He earned it in Baltimore.
Oh, my God.
He earned it in Baltimore.
He won that Super Bowl.
No. He earned it in Baltimore. John Elway's racism is why he's with the Broncos. There's a reason for that.
Oh, man.
The racism is strong in Denver, all right?
I don't know, man, because... I never thought he was elite to start off with, man. He's a fucking...
They needed stability in Denver.
Why is this still a thing? Here's the thing. No. Let me just be real. As derpy as he was, Eli was a above average quarterback. Flacco is an average quarterback. Here's the thing with both of them. Neither are elite. Yes, they won a Super Bowl.
Oh, Eli
just because you won one doesn't make you elite.
I'm sorry. Eli's elite, and he didn't win one. He won two against the GOAT.
No. He got two lucky games. He's
against the GOAT.
Against the GOAT.
It doesn't matter.
I'm fine with no. I'm not taking away those.
No, sometimes who you beat is better, like looks better than just beating a team in the Super Bowl. He beat Colin Kaepernick.
I'm not taking that away.
He beat Tom Brady. Call it what you want.
I'm like call it what I want, sure. But
if we can be real, check down Ace over there only won a Super Bowl because of that goddamn defense.
Because Beyonce cheated for him.
So you gonna sit here and act like he didn't have the strongest arm in the league at the time?
Who?
Hey.
I'm
Big
sorry,
E,
nigga.
Xavier Woods, calm down.
I'm sorry, Flacco. Flacco, the strongest arm.
The strongest arm.
At the time, he had one of the strongest arms in the league. Yes, he did. I know what I said.
You
I didn't say
remember
he was the most accurate. I said he had one of the strongest arms in the league.
Remember when he had Steve Smith? Remember when he had Steve Smith? What did he do with that?
He wasted
What did
that
he
shit.
do? Exactly. So don't tell me about the strongest arm in the league if you had.
I just said he wasn't the most accurate. I said that he had one of the strongest arms in the league.
He has one of the strongest arms that throws it right out of back. I don't know.
He had Quan. He had Steve Smith. Mm-hmm. What do you know? And he had the dude from Maryland. Not Maryland.
Smith.
Yes, Torrey Smith. Who wasn't the best route runner, but if you send him on a go route, he had all of that. And still, bruh, I don't want to hear that. He's checks down came to me.
He's not elite. He's not elite.
I would pick Eli 10 times over him.
And here's the funny thing: I don't think Eli's elite, but I can welcome. But here's the thing: I can welcome the argument with him. I can welcome the argument with Eli. I can't do that with Joey Flacco. We just can't. I'm sorry. Yes, he won a Super Bowl, but you know who else won one? Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer.
Thank you.
You can't do that to me, man. You can't do it to me. And guess who else was about to win a Super Bowl? Kerry Collins. So don't only hear.
Damn, I forgot about this.
Guess who else went to a Super Bowl? Rex Grossman.
Exactly.
Sexy Rexy, yes.
Yeah, man.
First of all, we're not even gonna talk about that.
About that. They are who we thought they were.
Because number one, fuck the Gators.
No, but seriously.
We all saw me saying that. Don't just laugh like
no, deadass. Fuck the Gators. Like I don't like them either. Like as much as I kind of like
Dad,
Tim Tebow, Dad,
if you're listening, I'm sorry. Fuck the Gators.
Because Georgia Bulldogs, and so fuck Tim Tebow and fuck the Gators.
Yeah,
simple.
But let's get down to these picks for Week 4.
My God, man. This year, I'm gonna make sure that we get I gotta get everybody's totals over the last 3 weeks. But I'm gonna just make sure I know who's in lead next. Just
say Mo's in the lead, and that's all that matters.
Nigga, shut up. Anyway, let's go.
Anyways, Thursday night's game.
Because I feel like I won last year. Y'all cheated me.
You were right. Actually, no, you wasn't. No, I did check. I did check everybody's wins. Chris edged everybody out by like 5 games. He beat you by 5 games.
That's not an edge. That's not an edge.
If you see how, no, because
was it ugly?
It wasn't ugly. No, I'm saying that's not an edge. He edged you out because the way it was when you start tallying up all these wins and all that, you kind of see where it's going. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like Chris 2 weeks in a row, the last 2 weeks of the season should have lost because you and me were ahead of him. This happened to me last year.
I lucked out because the picks that I had should have lost and they won. I was like, how the fuck that happened?
Now, here's the thing. The previous year, what happened was I was ahead of Chris the entire season, and then at like week 14, I don't know, I got hit by a bus or some shit. Chris came back and beat me. And guess what? Like I said, you and me, Mo, were actually tied for first place. We were actually tied for first place. And what ended up happening, like I think it was like I said, it was like the last 3 weeks or some shit. It ended up floating around. Next thing you know, Denzel got ahead of me. Then Chris got ahead of me. And Chris stayed in first place. And it was bullshit, but he won.
I'm just gonna pick in the last 3 weeks of this season. I'm just gonna pick every team. Really? I'm gonna pick the same team.
Anyways, so I think this Thursday game is going to be a clusterfuck.
Oh, it's going to be a wash.
It's Eagles-Packers. Now, I say this because Thursday night games, considering the amount of time that teams got to prepare and stuff. I want to lean towards the Packers because the Aguilar factor is going to hurt the Eagles. But I might go Eagles on this one. I actually going to go Eagles on this one.
Yeah, no, I'm not picking with Chris anymore. Fuck that.
I'm gonna have to go with my Eagles on this one.
I want to go with you on this one, Chris, but I can't. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I just think the Packers are playing better right now.
Okay. Yeah, go Pack, go.
I just really think they're playing
far
better.
cry from
I think Aaron Jones is going to be a problem in maybe the first half of the game.
You mean AA Ron, right?
No. Aaron Jones, running back for
running back
Green Bay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that nigga. Yeah. No, bro, I really forgot about that.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny.
Packers got a running back. I'm sorry, what?
It's funny. It's a far cry from what me and D were talking about in our NFL preview, where I was like, Green Bay is a non-factor. It's going to be Minnesota and Chicago, and now I'm looking at it like, well, fuck.
Yeah, see, look, but I did say don't underestimate a quarterback as good as Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Yeah. Don't underestimate a team that still got that nigga as the leader. So,
Yeah.
I mean, they finally got it seems like they finally got a revived offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that. They are playing in the NFC North.
Yeah. Titans, Falcons. I'm going Falcons on this one.
I'm going out.
Yeah, Atlanta, because I don't trust the Titans.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to Atlanta. DK, you going to Atlanta?
Yeah.
All right.
Everybody go to ATL.
The game of the week at 1:00, Patriots Bills.
You know what? Even though I said the Patriots are playing at a high level, I am going to Buffalo.
Actually, and here's the thing, they're playing in Buffalo. They're not playing in Foxborough, so
I'm going Buffalo.
I'm gonna say the Bills because they ain't really play nobody yet.
Nigga.
Oh, God, I hate myself for this.
Bills, fuck it.
I might have to go. No, I hate myself for this. I'm going with the Patriots. I can't. I just can't. Okay. I'm punking out. I got.
Patriots have been playing tune-up games for the last couple of weeks. Like, are you
exactly.
Look. I understand that, but they've been playing tune-up games for the last 3 weeks, meaning that they're primed to rage to run over a team that looks like they might actually threaten them. So I'm going with New England.
Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be a fucking wash. Chiefs Lions. Oh, I'm going Chiefs. Mahomes is gonna light that fucking defense.
Chiefs is gonna murder them, man.
Shady McCoy is gonna bust 100+ without breaking a sweat, and Mahomes is gonna go nuts.
Yeah, that defense. I don't trust the Lions defense, so definitely Chiefs.
I want to go with Detroit, but no.
This. No, who am I kidding?
Lions?
DK.
Yeah, where'd you go?
I don't know. I'll probably be back. Who am I kidding? This is gonna be a fucking wash. Raiders, Colts. I'm going Colts.
Hey, can y'all not pick my team though? Of course the Colts, bro. Of course the fucking Colts.
Marlon Mack is gonna go off.
Oh, he better.
I would love for Oakland to do some miraculous shit and make Gruden look good, but that ain't gonna happen. So I would love for that to happen. No, the Colts are gonna win this
one. Here's another one. Chargers Dolphins.
Chargers get a pity game.
I'm going Chargers.
Chargers getting the victory and get a victory out of Petty.
Is this the game that the tanks are going to start coming towards the door, D?
The tanks are going to. No, I'm waiting for the tanks to start shooting in the air, but that won't happen until they meet another team that's actually tanking, thus having a tank bowl. So the tanks are already in the stadium.
So if hold on. Okay, so if the Dolphins lose and the Redskins loses next game against the Giants, will we deem that a tank bowl?
Yes. complete with the theme song.
Mo, you got the Chargers?
Of course, come on now.
All right.
Hey, don't wait on man.
Bro, what would fucking happen if we lose that game?
No,
Like
if the Chargers lose, I'm going to make sure Denzel is on.
Oh, please
so we
have
can,
Denzel on. Yes, please
and
have
so
Denzel
we
on
can
the show.
sit there and laugh at him for a solid minute and a half.
As he says, "Fuck Spanos" 50 times in a row.
Yes.
Yeah, he can say it all he wants, but if they lose to the Dolphins, he will never hear the end of it from me. I'm just being real.
A sort of tank bowl for the NFC East, Redskins versus the Giants.
I got my man Daniel Jones, man. I told you he's money in the bank for me right now. Mr. Money in the Bank, Daniel Jones. That's who I got. I got the Giants.
Don't make me a fool, Skins. I'm going for you on this one.
I'm going for the Skins too. I'm going for the Skins too. Out of whatever dumb reason, I'm picking y'all for the
Ryan Kerrigan is going to try to spice this team up, like hype them up and shit. He's going to do his best to hype the team up.
Chris, this is going to be our second week going for the Redskins. They better win. We picked the Redskins 2 weeks in a row, and they just failed to show up. So they better show up.
This next game, I'm going to dub this the trap game. Browns-Ravens.
That is a very good trap game. Because,
I'm giving it to. I'm going for the Browns. I'm going for Cleveland.
I'm going Ravens.
Baker Mayfield. This is my last chance. Well, this is my last. This is the last time I'm ever picking the Browns. So I'm going with the Browns.
All right.
Hey man, I don't blame you for that, man. This is it. This is like, I'm on the tail end of giving a shit about this team.
Yeah.
Panthers Texans. I'm going Carolina on this one.
Can't go with you on that.
I'm gonna have to go with the Texans.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going. Man. I'm going Carolina because fuck Texans. Fuck Houston.
Really?
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because Deshaun Watson been big dick swinging out the gate.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the Panthers defense is gonna have to help them out of this one.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, real quick. The KC game. What was it? KC versus who? DK. Who you got?
Detroit. KC Detroit. Who you got?
I'm not going against Project Pat, my nigga.
All right. Raiders Colts. Who you got?
This is gonna be fire. This is gonna be
no.
And for my spike pick of the week, Coach. Coach.
All right. Chargers Dolphins.
And for my spike pick.
Are you serious?
Don't even ask me that fucking question. We all know.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You don't like you hate the Dolphins. Now I need to make it clear to you again. I need to make it clear to you, DK. If the Dolphins win, we're going to be on here next week and we're going to sit and laugh at Denzel for a full minute and a half. I
start the fucking timer, boy.
I will start the timer. I am not even joking. Anyway, New York, Washington. Who you got?
Oh, don't make me pick the Redskins.
Yeah, we made that same grunt.
Like me by last week, I picked the Redskins. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying, man, I'm getting sick of this, man. But finally, Cleveland, Baltimore. Who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with it. You know what? It's actually a tough call for me. You know what? For my spike pick of the week, I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Bucks Rams. I'm going Rams.
I'm gonna have to go Rams.
Yeah, I can't be cute with this. I'm going with the Rams too.
Definitely Rams.
God, this is gonna be a murder. Seattle and the Cardinals.
Where's this? First of all, where's the game at?
In Arizona.
Yeah, Seattle's going to kill them. I got Seattle.
Oh, man. Fuck, I'm going Seattle, even though I feel like I'm going to regret it. I'm going Seattle.
Okay.
Because Arizona always beats Seattle in Arizona.
They do kind of. Yeah, that is true, man.
Yeah.
I go for Seattle.
Because they always split a game. They always split their games.
Yeah.
They've never. Yeah, I'll go. I'm going Seattle. Fuck.
All right. DK, did you make your pick already?
I don't fucking care about that nigga.
All right.
First of all, shut the fuck up. Be glad I picked your team.
Go ahead, spike pick against them. Shit.
Nah, nigga, I only get one spike pick a week.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Seattle.
All right. Vikings Bears. I'm going Bears.
I'm gonna go Bears.
I don't know. I got a feeling.
I don't know either. Wait a minute. Hold on.
They're playing in Chicago, so you know.
I got the Vikings.
I got Adam Thielen, man. He's been busting ass, so I'm taking Minnesota.
I got the Vikings, bro. Look, man. Like y'all can hate, but
Kirk Cousins, man.
The shit show of a game that is going to be the Jaguars and Broncos. Who you got?
This is going to be a lovely game.
Oh, it's going to be so funny. It's going to be
a lovely game.
No Jalen Ramsey because the birth of his second kid.
Exactly.
Trade me.
Like what you know what? For some reason,
You whole asshole.
I got
Sassy
Denver.
asshole like that.
I got Denver.
I got Denver.
Yeah, I got Denver. Let's see if check down Flacco fucking gets them a win.
Has he even thrown a touchdown this year? To be honest,
I think he has a couple times.
Hey DK, who you got, bro?
It's 2 for 2. No, fuck it. I got Gardner. You know what? I'm switching. I'm taking Jacksonville. I got Gardner fucking Minshew, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, he's been on it.
Let's go.
Like he's not that bad.
All right.
He's not that bad.
All right.
5 teams.
All right, nigga.
All right. The Sunday night game, Cowboys Saints. Of course, Cowboys. I mean, come on.
Ooh, Cowboys Saints.
Yep.
God, I forgot we played the Saints this early.
In New Orleans.
I got Teddy.
I'm gonna have to say Alvin Kamara takes. I'm gonna have to say Alvin Kamara and the Saints take it.
I got Teddy Bridgewater throwing 3 touchdowns on the Dallas Cowboys defense.
That's right, boy. Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy B.
Senior high class of 2010.
Let's go.
All right. The Monday night game, AFC North.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, Bengals and Steelers. I'm going Steelers.
Boy, hey yo, listen to me now.
Fucking Steelers.
Listen to me right now. Pittsburgh, this is my last time picking you. I swear to God, if y'all lose to the Bengals, if they lose to the Bengals, nigga, it's done. They better not.
Yeah.
I am, and I mean that, Chris. I am done picking these Bengals. They lose this game, I ain't picking the Steelers for the rest of the year.
You know what? I'm gonna say something about this though. AB might have been right on Juju not being like who he thinks he is.
True, and I can't look. I'll be real. Look, no, let me be real. Juju benefits on a number one receiver being with him. But guess what?
Yes.
But here's the thing about that, guys. That's 90% of every wide receiver out there.
Yep.
Right.
So you know what? I can agree to disagree with that, but I see real talent in Juju.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I disagree with that. But yeah, he might be on to something though.
Yeah, AB might have been. That's the only thing he might have ever been right about.
Yeah, Juju has been looking suspect the entire year.
That'd be sus. Like the fact that he's the number one option doesn't. He's not look like the number one option. Yeah,
he doesn't exude it at all, man. You can't even see it in pieces. How is it that Michael Gallup, with one good foot, has shown me more than you have this entire season?
Yeah.
Gallup actually look like he's worth a damn. And how does Juju not look like that? You supposed to be the number one receiver.
Even Devin Smith popped up and been like, "Yo, give me the ball."
Devin Smith glad he's getting paid. Devin Smith is glad he's getting paid the league minimum.
D, I swear to you, when Devin Smith caught that touchdown against the Redskins, he was breathing a sigh of relief like, "Oh my God, finally I'm worth something. Dear God, I'm worth something."
Like he had to be, Phil. He had to be like that, man. But yeah, this is my last time picking the Steelers this year, man. Good Lord, man. The NFL year so far has been okay. lackluster, but okay.
It could be weird as fuck like last year.
Yeah, that is true.
Last year, but here's the funny thing about last year. Last year was actually fun.
Yeah, last year was probably one of the most entertaining seasons I've ever watched.
It was interesting. It was like, this is why you love football. And then the playoffs were insane. And then we got an ashy ass Super Bowl. That wonderful. But anyway,
it was it was kind of like, I told you, like Vince McMahon did a pretty good job writing last year's NFL.
It really turned that way, didn't it? Speaking of which, I have to end the show like this. We talked all that shit about AB not going to XFL, but how great would it be if right before the season started, this man comes out like, ladies and gentlemen, I know I talked a lot, but this man exudes, and he does this whole promo. AB comes out, like everybody like, no, and then AB becomes the biggest heel of the company.
Like an NWO theme playing.
AB got to come out to Stone Cold Steve Austin's music.
Nah, he has to come out to the NWO theme. He has to.
No, it's AB with his little corny ass. So it's NWO Wolfpack. Doom, doom, doom.
The fuck out of here.
Look. Hold on. This is better. It's him with like 5 other NFL players the NFL don't want to have no more. Him, Jamarcus Russell, Vontaze Burfict.
A 400-pound Jamarcus Russell, sir.
Not but yeah, Jamarcus. One of the best things ever I heard of Jamarcus Russell was the day before practice. Is like, so you know everything in the playbook? Yeah, I'm ready to go. Are you sure? Yeah. What's the play you like? I like all of them. Let's just go. I like, that nigga don't know one play.
Because they gave him
he was like Frank Gore. Frank Gore couldn't fucking read, and they just taught him plays on Madden.
Nah, but here's the thing. The Jamarcus Russell thing was he gave him a CD to watch, and turns out it was a blank CD because he knew the motherfucker wasn't going to play it.
What?
Yeah. They gave Jamarcus Russell a blank CD that was supposed to have plays to look over, and he knew the motherfucker wasn't going to crack it open and look at it. Because it was basically a test to see if he actually is doing his job. And if he came back and said, hey, coach, there's nothing on it, it would be like, okay, clearly he's aware. Okay, cool. But the fact that he lied, it's like, oh, we're in for a long season, aren't we? Fuck.
Oh, God, what have we done?
Oh, that's basically what it was with Oakland. They were like, oh, dear God, what did we do?
It makes me sad because he came out of my school, man, LSU. And you think LSU? Oh man, LSU. That's the LSU product. Yeah, man. I know he just brought down the stock of the school.
Hey, I will say though, still XFL suits are looking pretty nice.
Yeah, they're looking decent.
Yeah, I might end up buying one from DC and keeping it.
You are not gonna wear it.
I'll wear it. I'll wear it. It's not like I'm wearing a Redskins fucking jersey. Shit.
Ew.
I know, right? Anyways, folks, that is our sports show, so we'll be back next week. Peace out.
Peace.